year after a champion was crowned. We're heading back into Deathtrap Dungeon. And this time, it's deadlier than ever. Can you survive? The Trial of Champions.
Hi everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Fighting Fantasy, The Trial of Champions, where a new adventurer every single week takes on Ian Livingstone's Fighting Fantasy gamebook, Trial of Champions, and we are going to be rolling some dice. We're going to be fighting some enemies, we're going to be hopefully finding some treasure, and seeing if we can escape with our lives. I won't be doing any of that at all. I'll be just narrating, and I will be Colleen has just said, how am I doing at the top? You're still at the top. We'll see in just a moment, Colleen. You've interrupted my flow. I always try not to get distracted by chat, but it always happens every time. And can you believe that I had a stupid amount of time to rehearse my intro today? But here we go. I won't be doing any of that. I'm just going to be narrating. My adventurer will be making all of the choices today. The choices are super important that either lead them closer to victory or far down the path to certain death or some other gruesome fate, much to my delight, of course. And what else am I supposed to say after this? Can you believe it? I hardly slept at all last night, and I was rehearsing. And, yeah. Malakisa says, hopefully dying bloody. Yeah, hopefully. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say that this is episode 11 of a 12-episode season, which means that next week is the final episode. Can you believe it? And we've done 4 seasons of this. You can go and check out the rest of it on my YouTube channel, which is perfectly timed there to come up in chat. But don't go anywhere just yet. You'll want to stick around because we've got a fantastic guest today who we'll meet in just a moment. Hopefully you're all as excited as I am about the guest today. But yes, next week's going to be the last one. Shall we check out how that leaderboard is looking after 10 episodes? Can you believe all of this? We've had 9 people who have been eliminated, which means that they have died in some sort of gruesome, awful way. Oh, tiny little grin with the 100 bits there. Thank you, my darling. I hope you're well. And Colleen, you're still at the top of the leaderboard, which means that Colleen made it all the way through the adventure and survived and made it out in 3 hours, 19 minutes and 10 seconds. So she still stands a very, very, very good chance of winning the season and winning a copy of the book, which I'll send to her. But can any of my next 2 adventurers, either this week's adventurer or next week's adventurer, can anyone knock her off the top? Can anyone? She's been sat there for weeks. Can anyone knock her off the top? So all my adventurer needs to do today is complete the adventure in less than 3 hours, 19 minutes and 10 seconds. And Colleen said it didn't matter that it actually took 10 hours. No one needs to know that. Don't scare people. They're not going to be here for 10 hours. Don't worry, guys, you're not going to be here for 10 hours. But yes, will this week's adventurer be victorious, or will they end up being an eliminated player? Who knows? But either way, everyone who takes part does get a crappy certificate that I send to them via Discord. So everyone's a winner, really. Everyone gets that. And this season we are tracking something very important, which is the quickest death. We have had the quickest death at 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So whoever gets the quickest death of this season will also get an even worse little award that just says that they've had the quickest death this season. Yeah, I know, right? Tiny Little Graham says, wow, 5 minutes 40 seconds was the quickest death this season. Can you believe it? So that's also something to aim for if you want to die quickly. Right, I have waffled a lot, so we are going to meet the adventurer, but first I just need to say thank you to Sirenscape. We are using them for our sounds. We've been using Sirenscape since the very first season, back way before I even worked with them, and honestly, I can say, hand on heart, the stream would not be the same without the epic sounds by Sirenscape. We've had a couple of weeks where we couldn't use them and it just wasn't the same. So you guys know what I'm on about. We had no battle music, we had no Wilhelm scream, we had no sad trombone. You know, I missed all of that stuff, but thankfully we've got everything back up and working. So if you want some epic sounds for your epic games, then go and check out sirenscape.com, grab yourself a 30-day free trial. And even though I custom make all of my own soundscapes for these adventures, so I custom make them, they're made by me so that they're perfect for the adventures, as well as that they make all of the official sounds for some of the world's biggest tabletop role-playing games, including D&D. So if that's your bag, then definitely go and check them out at sirenscape.com. Right, onwards. Let us, are we ready? Drum roll, everybody. Let us meet this week's guest. Ba-da! Hello, guest. Please tell everyone who you are and a bit about yourself.
Hello. I am Mellie Doucette, and I am the community manager for D&D Beyond and Cortex over at Fandom Tabletop. So I do just all of the community management fun stuff for both of those things. So if you've heard about, of course, probably D&D Beyond, I feel like most of the people around these parts have heard about, but if you've also heard about Tales of Xadia, which was just released this past Tuesday, I also do all the community management for that, and it is a brand new game that has just come out, and so that has been what my past week has been. So if I come across as tired today, it's because we just released a game on Tuesday, and I am very tired, but I am also extremely excited to be brutally murdered by Vicky, or to just brutally murder Colleen's time on the leaderboard. One of those two things I think is going to happen today.
Yay! Oh, I'm so excited to have you on. We're not fangirling at all with Mellie, because I got to chat to her for like half an hour before we even started. So we're all good, but I absolutely love Mellie and everything that she does. So I hope that you're here to watch me brutally murder her and not let her just win. Because before this I was like, oh no, she's so lovely, how am I going to be mean to this lovely little angelic being over here? But no, you have demanded brutality, you've demanded torture, so that is exactly what you're going to get. And chat, that's what she's demanded, so feel free to just bring on the brutality, be as brutal as possible to our guest today. And Tiny Little Graham says, nice board game collection. That is a nice board game collection.
Thank you. But remember also, chat, I am baby. No. So also be nice to me. I'm baby.
No. That's not gonna fly here, Mellie. No. Colleen says, kill her, yes. Lone Wolf says, hi. I don't think you got the memo. We're supposed to be being mean to the guy. Colleen says, kill baby. Okay. Wow. You're bringing it already, yeah. Maliki says, yeah, you haven't met this chat. So, guys, if you're new here, you'll notice there's a few things on the screen. Obviously, we've got the beautiful Mellie, but she has two hearts underneath her. And Brazilian Hamilton says, yo, is this a good place to learn tabletops and D&D stuff? It's not, but I always think that Fighting Fantasy is the gateway, a really dumbed down version of D&D. So if you like RPGs, tabletops, D&D, all of that sort of stuff, you're in the right place. We're both nerds. You can chat nerd stuff to us, but welcome in.
And also, you know, hey, I'm the community manager for D&D Beyond, so let me just say, although this is not D&D, D&D Beyond is a great tool set for learning D&D, because D&D is for everybody, and D&D Beyond makes it easy. So watch this amazing show we're going to have right now for tabletop fun times, and then after, go and check out D&D Beyond, because it's a great tool set.
Ever the pro. She knows what she's doing. And Kay says, this is a good place to learn rolling dice and adding up. It's not, because my maths, I can't math when I'm on stream. Maths just goes, boop. I mean, I couldn't even...
Math is hard.
When you're on stream and you're not thinking, that you're rolling dice and you're like, okay, that's a 10 plus something. I mean, I forgot how many months there were in a year a couple of weeks ago. I was like, 22 months, that's like a year. And I was like, no, wait, that's nearly 2 years. Wait, so yeah, all common sense and brain falls out during stream. Brazilian Hamilton says, I know almost nothing about it, but I'm in for the ride. Also, Link, anyone? Yes, welcome. Math class sure is hard. Let's go shopping instead. Cool, right, let's get into it. So there's a couple of hearts just underneath Mellie there. That means she has essentially 2 lives to go through, 2 attempts at this game. But you can, if you really love Mellie and you want her to carry on and she's dying horribly and you feel like
baby.
You feel like baby needs another life, you can donate £10 to give her a bonus life, or part of £10. As soon as that £10 goal is reached, they'll get a bonus life. And there's a timer in the bottom corner there as well. It's used for tracking save points, which are really handy. So we've kind of brought in a little bit of video game mechanics, in the sense that you can save. We will save at various points. If you die, you can respawn at the last save point, or you can go back to any previous save points. And should you win, whatever time is showing on that timer at the time that you win, that is what goes onto the leaderboard. So there we go. I think that's everything ready to go. So shall we meet your adventurer and roll them some stats? Who are you playing today, please?
Yes, I am playing an adventurer named Evangelii Helsina, who is a member of a conclave of warriors who are known to hunt monsters. Whether she is gifted in this area or skill set is yet to be seen, but she looks really cool. She's got, you know, this very nice hairstyle that is done in a way that keeps it out of the way, braided very tightly so that monsters can't get her hair, grab it, anything like that. And her outfit is very well kept, no stains, no rips, no tears. It's very clear she has not started hunting any monsters yet.
Guys, do you want to break it? Do you want to break it to her, or should I? None of that matters here. Nothing. And you'll see why very soon. You're going to be stripped of everything. You're going to be naked, baby. No armor, no nothing. So yeah, unlike other fighting fantasies, you're starting with absolutely nothing. You've got no armor, no weapons, no health potions, no gold, no provisions. Absolutely.
No hair?
You can have hair, but whether it is beautifully kept, I mean, I don't know where we're going. They may just shave it. It just makes it easy, you know, because of the lice problem.
She would also look great with a fully shaved head. So yeah, okay, cool. So she's a fully shaved head. She's naked. Okay, cool. Let's redo the description.
Excellent. Yeah, well, you were going for it, and I was just like, none of this matters. None of this matters.
Hey, I'm trying to paint a word picture for your viewers about how cool she is.
You wanted me to be mean to you, and I'm just gonna tell you that none of that shit matters. Also, we can swear
Look
here,
at this
so
Vicky being so mean to me. Remember, I am baby.
No, it doesn't matter.
She's mean to baby.
Right, let's find out how much skill this baby has. So you're gonna need to roll some dice. You need to roll 1d6 and add 6 to find out whether you have the skills or not.
Okay. Oh. 3.
Okay,
so
you're gonna
adding
skill.
6. 9.
Yeah. Does
skill.
anyone have any channel points that they would like to spend on a +2?
I'm baby.
We can do that twice per stream, so use them wisely. Any +2s? Oh, there we go. There we go. We do have the +2. You cannot. You cannot have +4. Nuh-uh. You can have a +2, so that takes you up to skill of 11, and we will bank that the +2. So you have a +2 to use on a big boy whenever you wish to use it, and I will just make a note of that. But you have a skill of 11, so that's pretty.
Very skilled.
Very skilled. Right, we need some stamina for you. So if you could roll both dice for me and add 12.
Not as good. Okay, so both dice, I rolled a total of 4, and I'm adding 12, so me 16 stamina.
Oh, okay. And you want some luck? I mean, do you want to add your stamina? Do you want to add your +2 to that, perhaps?
Yes, I would. I would like to have my +2 to that. So
Okay.
I would like 18 stamina.
That means no +2s for your rolls for the entire game, but that is.
You know what?
That's what we're going with.
I'm if I got 11 skill, 18 stamina, I'm gonna roll a 6 luck. I know it. So.
Okay, cool. So 1 die and add 6 for me, please.
Okay, I didn't roll a 6, but I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay.
I got an 11 luck.
That is not bad. So you are starting with a skill of 11, a stamina of 18, and a luck of 11. That is fairly respectable. Right, are we ready?
I think that, yes, she did. She was raised in a conclave of monster hunters, and she is pretty reasonable at being a monster hunter as far as what she was trained to do.
Cool, wicked. Right, shall we? Colleen says Vicky's going to kill her in a dungeon for sure. Well, that remains to be seen whether she even makes it into the dungeon, because some people haven't even made it into the main dungeon. I will let you know that.
Dear.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Some people have not even made it into the dungeon. So, do you have any questions before we start, or are you ready to go?
You said I have no weapons, right? So we're just starting
literally
fisticuffs?
Nothing. Yeah,
yes, I'm just naked, shaved head, just my fists, my wits, and my baby.
Your charisma. Your baby charisma. Okay.
Yes.
You've got a baby monster hunter over here. Tiny Little Grim is wishing you luck. So some people want you to die, but Tiny Little Grim wishes you luck. So let's.
Tiny Little Grim and Case the Joint are my best friends.
Tiny Little Grim is literally my best friend. So we've been best friends for like nearly 20 years.
Well, they check out, and I love them. Colleen is just jealous of my rolls, so sorry, Colleen.
Right, my darlings, shall we find out how you came to be taking part in the Trial of Champions?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Okay. It's another fiercely hot day, and the temperature in the sticky gloom below decks is unbearable. The air is thick with the acrid smell of sweating bodies. Nobody is allowed to speak, and the only noise to be heard above the monotonous creaking of the ship is the regular sharp crack of a whip and the agonised cry which follows it. "Row harder, you dogs!" shouts the one-eyed overseer as he cracks the whip once again. "Enjoy this pleasant voyage while you can, because you'll wish you were back on board after a day or two where you're going." Chained to a bench and straining hard at the long oar which you pull with 2 other galley slaves, your mind drifts back to that unfortunate day 1 week ago when you were captured. You had left Port Blacksand on a small boat sailing south down the coast to Oyster Bay. But as ill luck would have it, a galley appeared on the horizon heading in your direction. It drew steadily closer, and it was not long before your boat was crushed under its bows, and you were forced to dive into the sea. There was nothing you could do except climb up a rope that had been thrown down to you, as your boat was no more than a few pieces of broken wood floating aimlessly on the sea. It was useless to struggle, as a crew of 20 hardened cutthroats surrounded you. Since that cursed day you've been chained to your oar, rowing to the point of collapse towards an unknown destination. Suddenly you hear a shout of "Land ahoy!" and you begin to wonder what evil awaits you. An hour later, you feel the ship bump up against a jetty. And there is much shouting until the ship is finally moored. You're dragged from the ship with the other slaves, and you can see in the glaring sunlight that you're on a small island. A sombre-looking castle sits on top of the island, and next to it there is a semi-ruined amphitheatre. A man wearing black chainmail hands the captain a bag of coins. Satisfied with his payment, he orders his men back to the ship, and you watch them set sail. The man in black armour steps forward and says, "You're now the property of Lord Carnus. It's your honour to die for his pleasure in the arena of death here on Blood Island. Only one of you will survive, and he or she will represent Lord Carnus in Fang at the next Trial of Champions. Baron Succonvit has modified his Deadly Labyrinth and is now offering 20,000 gold pieces to anyone who gets through. Of course, Lord Carnus will keep your prize, but you'll be spared your life. Baron Succonvit's reputation suffered greatly last year when someone succeeded in getting through his labyrinth, but he now boasts that it's deadlier than ever and no one can survive his new dungeon. Lord Carnus would like you to make him eat his words. You must understand, he hates his brother's fame. Now, follow me." You are led up the hill to the castle, where you're locked in a cell in the depths of the lower chambers. Sharing the dark cell with you are 4 others. A stout dwarf, a man-orc, a sinewy Easterner, and a bold man. The mood is grim, and few words are spoken as each of you ponders the impending combat. Let's lock you up, shall we? I've just realised that I've lost my timer. Let's get that up. We'll start your timer when you make your first choice. 42 slaves have arrived by ship. Only 1 will survive, and the dubious reward is entry to a deadly dungeon. At dawn the following day, you're woken by the sounds of heavy footsteps approaching down the corridor. A key turns in the lock of the cell door, and 2 guards wearing black chainmail enter carrying trays of food. "Eat well," says one of them, "as you'll need all your strength to survive the day. You may all be dead by the end of it." The guard turns to you and offers you some bread and a bowl of soup. It's here that you're going to make your first decision. So,
Oh my gosh.
would you like to take the food or try to overcome the guard and make for an escape? I realise I've just completely thrown you straight into this.
I feel like it seems very unlikely that I would be able to escape these odds, so I think that I would take the food.
Okay, so I'm going to say some page numbers. You can write them down if you want to, but you don't need to.
Yeah.
Just occasionally I forget where I am because I end up getting distracted by the chat. Me distracted, guys. That never happens, right? I never get distracted and forget what page number I'm going to, but we are heading to page 49 to take the food. The soup is thick with chicken and vegetables, and it tastes delicious. You devour it greedily and you mop up the last drops with your bread. You've not eaten well for a fortnight, but you now feel fit and ready for the coming ordeal. When you've finished eating, you're led away to begin your first challenge in the arena of death. Page 22. I must say as well, guys in chat, you are all hearing the sounds by Sirenscape. Mellie will not be hearing the sounds today because of issues with Discord. So every time we hear a crazy sound, we'll all react to it. Mellie will have no idea what's going on. It's absolutely fine. She's missing out, guys. She's missing out on the awesome sounds. But we'd prefer her to be able to hear me properly.
Yes. We can say that my character is a little hard of hearing. And I think that would be kind of just an interesting character trait to give my character.
Absolutely. So you are in the middle of the procession of 42 slaves, which wends its way along various corridors until you reach the amphitheatre. The sun is already beating down, making the sand in the arena uncomfortably hot to your bare feet. Seated high in the stands is a dark hooded figure surrounded by guards. You watch him rise to his feet and lift his arms into the air, commanding silence. "You know why you're here," Lord Carnus begins. "It is my wish to be represented in the trial of champions. Some of you will die today, some tomorrow, and more the following day until only one of you is left. To those about to die, I salute you." Lord Carnus sits down and nods his head to signal the start of the proceedings. The slaves are split into 7 groups of 6, and you find yourself in a group accompanied by an elf, 2 Northmen, a dwarf, and an ogre. Your group is chosen first, and you're told that the first event is a race to test strength and stamina. A crude sack containing several heavy rocks is strapped to your backs. You watch as burning coals are brought into the arena and poured over a section of the makeshift racetrack. The 6 of you are then lined up at the start, each carrying your burden, and you're told to race around the track until one of you is lapped or collapses, and then you're off, and you jostle for position on the way to jump in the first pile of burning coals. Do you wish to set the pace or stay at the back?
I stay at the back.
You're gonna stay
I
at the
will.
back.
Yeah, I'm gonna maintain my energy until they get tired, and then make a run to overcome.
Very smart. Okay, stay at the back, page 107.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Evangelii is an athlete. She knows how to. She's played in the Orc Olympics. And in the game she's from, we had a whole Orc Olympics arc. She knows how to do it.
She's gonna nail this. It's gonna be fine. But let's see, shall we?
Yeah. For those in the chat, Evangelii is a character. It's one of my D&D characters. So she's got a whole backstory coming into this. Even though she's baby here. She's baby, but she has backstory. Baby has backstory.
Baby got backstory.
Yeah.
That's the episode of the title right there, guys.
Yeah.
Baby got backstory. Amazing. One of the Northmen takes the lead, setting a fast pace. Round and around the arena you run, gritting your teeth harder each time you jump over the burning coals. And after 20 minutes, nobody's been left behind, and the Northman increases his stride. Throw 2 dice. Let's see what happens. So just 2 dice. What did you get?
6.
A 6. Okay, that is less than your skill score. Let's turn to page 360 and see what happens. The Northman increases his lead over the rest of you, but you feel you still have a lot in reserve should he come close to lapping the pack. When everyone gets within 10 meters of catching up, everybody decides to sprint. There are only 2 runners ahead of you, but you don't look back. Suddenly, there is an agonized cry, followed by a shout, which calls an end to the race. The dwarf lies face down in the sand, having collapsed just as the Northman caught up with him. While you are led back to your cells, the dwarf is quickly put to death before the start of the next race. So you have survived the race. Well done. And there is no command for parrots, case the joint.
I have not gotten the quickest death.
No, you haven't.
Surpassed that honor.
You have. You're absolutely fine. So some people have tripped and been put to death themselves. So that's how they died. But you have survived. We're heading to page 136. When all the races are finished and the survivors are back in their cells, you discover that the bald man does not return. Now there are only 3 others left in your cell. Although exhausted, you find it difficult to fall asleep. Your mind is occupied with what the challenge the next day may bring. In the morning,
I'm also worried I'm going to get murdered in my sleep by these other people. Because I'm thinking about it, so I know they're thinking about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm guessing that you didn't sleep well, but in the morning you're fed, and then one by one the slaves are led away to the arena. Eventually your turn comes, and when you reach the door to the arena, you're told to choose weapons. Would you like a broadsword and shield or a trident and net? Oh, choose wisely. You can ask the chat as well what you should do. Feel free to interact with them.
I gotta go with this character, and this character, is a dual wielder that uses a, has a sword, but also has this like chained sickle that she uses to like catch and like grapple and stuff. So I feel like the net kind of gets that idea. So I'm gonna go with the trident and the net because I think that is interesting and kind of gets that trapping and grappling idea. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's interesting. I got 2 lives. She doesn't know what she's facing yet,
but sure, you've got 2 lives. You're feeling very brave and bold.
Trident. You get that length, so you can fend people off, and that net. That's gonna trip people up. Everybody's gonna go shield and sword.
Okay.
Who else is gonna go trident and net?
Let's find out if you've made the right choice. We're gonna
head over the Finnick O'Dare route. I'm going like who else is doing this? I'm doing the weird thing.
Sure, go for it. Page 275. Let's see if you've chosen wisely. A guard opens the door to the arena and you step out onto the hot sand, which is now stained red with the blood of fallen combatants. Suddenly another door in the arena wall opens and out steps the dreaded Bone Crusher beast, its tough leathery skin glistening in the sun. Its ugly head is small and houses 2 narrow near-blind eyes, a flat nose and tendrils hanging over its taut mouth. Its torso, however, is massive and its long arms are dauntingly powerful. You're gonna fight this big boy?
Oh, fun!
Oh,
How big is
fun.
my net?
Hopefully big
Is
enough.
it a big net?
Hopefully big enough. We are gonna fight it with a trident and a net. Paige,
I mean, as long as I can trip it,
Let's
just trip it up.
175.
You know, because I can, yeah.
You allow yourself a faint smile. You've chosen a good weapon with which to fight your adversary. Edged weapons cause little damage to the iron-like hide of a bone crusher beast. There's only one way to slay it, and that's to make it fall to the ground, whereupon its delicate balance will be totally destroyed, and it will be impossible for the bone crusher to get to its feet. You move forward cautiously to snare it with your net. Roll 1 die.
2!
Turn to page 31. The bone crusher sniffs the air, and it senses where you're standing and moves nimbly to its left just as you release the net, which catches nothing but sand. You lose a luck point, so your luck goes down to 10. That was very unlucky. And then roll 2 dice.
Eight.
That is less than your skill score, page 66. Your dexterity allows you to gather up the net while avoiding the sweeping arms of the bone crusher. Once again, you take aim and hurl your net. Roll 1 die. We could do this all day.
1.
Oh no! 255. I think the same thing is going to happen. You curse your net once again as it floats harmlessly to the ground. Lose another luck point.
This isn't like my sickle chain. This net is so light. It's not heavy. Where's the metal?
Roll 2 dice.
4.
Okay, it's less than your skill score, page 66. Your dexterity allows you to gather up the net while avoiding the sweeping arms of the bone crusher.
Roll.
Once again, you take
High this
aim
time.
and you hurl the net. Roll 1 die.
4.
Okay, 4, page 189. Something different happens. Your throw is finally on target, and it lands on top of the nearsighted bone crusher. As it thrashes around, it becomes more and more entangled and lets out an enraged howl. Before it can break free, you tug harder and you pull the beast to the ground. The bone crusher lies helpless and defeated. Panting with relief, you are taken back to your cell, and you have reached the first save point. 11 minutes 43. And we will be going to page 113. You have a skill of 11, a luck of 9. Oof. So at any point you can come back to this save point. When you do, if you do respawn, I'll let you know what happens. But basically you come back with the same skill and luck you have at the save point, but you come back at full stamina. But we don't need to worry about that just yet. Tiny Little Grim has cheered 100 bits. Thank you, my darling. Can we also get some claps in chat? Mallie's a first-time guest, and I think she's doing very well. So it's just exclamation mark clap. Let's give her some claps. She's doing very well. Let's welcome her to the stream.
Yeah.
And let's head on over to page 113. By the end of the day, only one other person returns to your cell. It's the mean-looking Easterner, a man who looks as though he would murder you for 2 copper pieces if you had them. As the light quickly fades, a guard shouts an unexpected command. There are now 2 of you left in each cell. I only want 1 to come out in the morning for tomorrow's combat. Hope you sleep
Like
well.
Squid Games.
Hope you sleep well. He bursts out laughing at his joke, and even before he's finished, the Easterner dives at you, brandishing a sharp, long pin, which was concealed in his headband. But unarmed, you must fight to the death. We've got our first battle, ladies and gentlemen. So, the Easterner has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 8. I will be tracking his stamina, so you don't need to worry about him too much. But let's bring on some battle music. We're going to roll both of our dice and add our skill score. I'll tell you mine first, if you tell me yours after, and that gives people a chance to re-roll my dice should they need to. Let's get into battle. I have rolled...
Knew it was coming. I foreshadowed it. I was like, these folks, they're gonna kill me.
I rolled a 20. Any rerolls, guys? Any rerolls? Okay, Mellie, if you'd like to... Okay, reroll my dice.
Roll the 2 dice and we add our skill? Is that what's
so 2
happening?
dice and I just
okay,
go...
that's 20. Okay, because I was like, wait, how do I get 20? I only have 2 dice.
Case has re-rolled my dice. I still rolled a 20. I'm so sorry. So, yes,
okay.
Roll both of your dice.
So I gotta get...
And add an 11. Brazilian Hamilton says, redeem hydrate. Does that help? It does not help, I'm afraid, but good try.
Okay, I mean, do I have to meet it or beat it?
You have to, you basically, if you meet it, then we just parry, like nothing happens, we just bash into each other.
Okay, so I need a 9 or higher.
Yeah. Hydrate the dice. Good. Make them slippy. What did you get?
A 14.
A 14, okay. So the Easterner is going to hit you, so deduct your stamina by 2. And we'll keep rolling until one of us dies. A 17 from me this time.
Okay, that's less scary. Okay, that's way better. Math is hard though. 19.
Okay, cool. So you've hit him, so he's now on 6 stamina. So you need to hit him 3 more times and then he's dead. Oh dear, I got a 14.
Okay. I bet I can get it.
Unidentified squid says that would turn the D20 into a H2O if we hydrate. And welcome to the stream.
17.
Okay, you definitely beat him. He's on a stamina of 4. You need to hit him 2 more times and then he's dead.
Smack across the chin.
I got a 13. Definitely.
I think I'm on top of him now, like just wailing away with some punches.
Absolutely.
What did you get?
I got a 13.
Oh, thank goodness, because I got a 14.
Ooh.
I'm not rolling too good.
Stamina of 2. You need to hit him 1 more time.
I'm just literally like, this is a very disturbing thing because it's like, this is that desperation of like, I have to kill you or you're gonna kill me, and it's very like awful and disturbing, but I'm just like on top of him and punching, and it's very sad.
There's like plenty more where this came from though. This is a combat heavy encounter, so I have rolled a 17. Come on.
Yeah. 8 plus 11 is 19.
Nice, you've beaten him. Okay, we're gonna save there as well. Amazing battle has ended. You've made it to 16 minutes and 19 seconds. We're gonna be heading over to page 237. You have a skill of 11 and a luck of 9. Okay, if you win, page 237, well done, I know. Definitely get some more claps in chat as well. She's doing very well. I do love your emotes, Tiny Little Grim. They are good. Colleen says, I've got to go and get something. Don't die while I'm gone.
I'll try.
I can't promise anything. Right, 237, let's go. You slump back against the cell wall after the fierce fight with the Easterner and you fall asleep from exhaustion. You can finally sleep because no one's going to try and kill you now, that's it. When all the survivors are assembled in the arena in the morning, there are only 12 of you left. The first test of the day involves a deadly machine. You'll need lightning-fast reactions and steel nerves to survive it. It's made of a pole fixed to a heavy base. 2 sharp blades stick out from either side of the pole, one at head height and one at ankle height. One of the slaves is made to stand by the pole, which is promptly spun around by one of the guards. The slave alternately has to duck under one blade and jump over the other to avoid being badly cut. Your turn comes last, and there are 9 survivors so far. The other 2 have had their throats cut. You stand by the pole, adrenaline pumping through your veins. The guard spins the pole as you start to jump and duck. Roll 2 dice.
8.
It's less than your skill score, page 94. You get into the steady rhythm of ducking and jumping, and slowly the pole spins to a halt. You've survived another ordeal. The next test begins immediately. You and the rest are split into 2 groups of 5, and you watch the first group of a dwarf, a man-orc, a warrior woman, a barbarian, and a dark-skinned southerner stand silently as a spiked ball and chain is lashed to each of their sword arms, and a small shield is lashed to their other hand. They're then blindfolded and ordered to commence battle against one another until there is only one left standing. It's a sickening spectacle to watch as the fighters tread warily around the arena, swinging their balls and chains. The dwarf falls first, quickly followed by the warrior woman, and in the end, the southerner stands triumphant and his blindfold is removed. He's led away, and then each member of your group is armed in the same way. You can feel your heart pounding in your chest as the order is given to commence combat against your 4 unseen adversaries. Barefoot in the sand, nobody dare make a sound. Would you like to go left or right? It's 50-50.
Oh,
Would you like to step left?
50-50. I always go left.
Okay. 297. Bryce loves gaming. Welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you, buddy. We're going to 297. You step slowly to your left, straining your ears for the sound of movement. Suddenly there's an agonized cry and a dull thud as a body falls to the floor not far in front of you. Do you wish to step further to your left or stand your ground and swing your ball and chain?
Seems like I should swing.
1, 3,
It just
1.
fell right in front of me. Somebody's pretty close, so.
Bryce says, "Hey, we
I'm
use
glad,
the same
I'm glad that we
alerts."
established that my character's hard of hearing because I'm very bad at spatial imagining. So this is great for me. I'm like, I have no idea. Let's lean into the fact that my character can't hear very well in this situation.
Sure. Bryce says, "Hey, we use the same alerts." We do. They're actually Halloween alerts, but they work so well for this stream that I just kept them. Yeah, stream is going very well, thank you. And Tiny Little Grim says, "Hi from Penny." Hi, Penny. How you doing? Just as you begin to swing the ball and chain, one of the other combatants steps up behind you, swinging his weapon. Test your luck. We've got a luck test. Okay, so a luck test, you roll 2 dice. You have a luck of 9. When you use your luck, you lose your luck. So it will go down to 8, but first off, you need to roll a 9 or below to be lucky.
3.
Excellent, you are lucky, but now your luck goes down to 8. 1, 4, 8. You are lucky. 1, 4, 8. You make first contact, and your unseen opponent cries out in pain as the spiked ball slams into his shoulder, but you don't hear him fall. You turn your head, listening intently for another grunt or groan, but he must be biting his lip as he makes no sound. Do you wish to stay where you are and continue to swing your ball and chain, or step to your left?
Step to my left.
Step to your left.
Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Page 120. You walk very slowly as you know there are bodies lying in the sand. You stop to listen but hear nothing. You decide to turn around and walk in the opposite direction when suddenly you hear a gruff voice cry out, "If there is anybody there, I'm over here." You decide to accept this bold challenge and you walk in the direction of the voice, swinging your ball and chain. You clash head-on with your unseen opponent in a blind fight to the death. This slave has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 8, so you are positioned very well with your skill of 11.
Cool, okay.
Let's get into battle. I'm going to keep the arena music on for those of you that can hear it. We'll get this done. Right. Oh, I have rolled a 20.
Gosh, darn it, Vicky!
Sorry! Would anyone like to re-roll my dice? Any re-rolls? Oh, there we go. Case has re-rolled my dice.
Case is my best friend.
It's still a 9, so I have rolled an 18... No, a 17 altogether. 9 plus 8.
Okay, that's way more reasonable than a 20. 17 is more reasonable.
Brazilian Hamilton, save those points. Don't waste them on hydrates. Save those points. They'll come in very handy.
I also got a 17.
Nothing
so
happens.
Harry.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Just that the sparks fly as our maces hit.
Okay.
Oh man, just imagine those heavy weapons hitting those vibrations through your arm, like, ow! What's the pain of that?
I rolled a 13 this time.
Okay, way better. Cool, I rolled 17 again.
Okay. Nice. So you hit him, he takes 2 damage. Unidentified squid says, Vicky, did you find a 5-leaf clover or something? I did not. I just having a good roll day, I guess. But let's not speak too soon. I rolled another 13. You've cursed me now. Unidentified squid, you've cursed my dice now.
18.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So 4 stamina. You need to hit him 2 more times, and then he is gone. A 15 from me.
16.
Wow, just about. Okay, 2 stamina. You need to hit him 1 more time, and then he's dead. Oh no! Snake eyes from me.
Yes.
It's just a 10. There's no point you even rolling. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, let's just do it. I get it for fun.
Okay. You go ahead.
14. So not great, but I mean, it was very easy.
He's dead. Okay, page 61.
He was on the ground. This was just like the final hit to his head of the mace just like crushing his skull and the brains splattering out.
Nice.
Right. You set this up, Vicky. This is a gladiatorial combat. Like, don't you make that face.
Are we ready? This is gonna be epic. A cheer goes up as your opponent drops to the ground. You hear guards enter the arena, and soon your blindfold is removed and your weapons are untied from your wrists. You are led away to your cell, realizing that only the Southerner stands between you and victory. That night you're well fed and your wounds are bandaged. You can add 4 stamina.
Does that go above my max?
It can never go above your max. No, so just if it would take you above 18, just go up to 18. In the morning, the familiar ritual of being led into the arena is repeated, but this time you are made to stand face to face with the Southerner. You are each handed a dagger and a studded glove, and at the command of Lord Carnus, the final arena battle commences. All you need to do is beat this guy, and then you can get into the dungeon. A lot of people have not even made it this far. He has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 10. Kay says this baby is very violent baby.
I mean, have y'all met babies? Babies can be pretty violent. They'll
fuck
bite
you up,
anything.
man.
They have a grip strength that far exceeds my own.
Yeah. Babies can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Vicky is
Baby
here for
gonna fuck you up.
Baby gonna fuck you up for sure. Right, let's get into battle. I love that I get to swear on this channel. I don't get to do it anywhere else.
I'm glad that you did it, so now I know I can do it.
Heck yeah. We're the cool kids. We can swear. Don't swear, kids. It's not cool.
Yeah. Be a good baby. Don't swear.
Life advice right there. Right, let's get into battle. I have rolled a 16.
Okay.
Oh, I love the
direction. I rolled a 17.
I just love the direction this is going in. Right, you've hit him. He's down to 8 stamina. Oh no, only a 13 here.
Jab, little jab.
13?
Oh my gosh! 19!
Okay. Oh, she's raging. She's raging.
Oh yeah, I'm giving no quarter. Like, even if he's trying to defend, I'm like just going straight for it. Like, this is not a battle of defenses. This is a battle of just like.
I rolled
What
a
is
2.
that?
It's
What is
a
that?
2.
Okay, good. I was like, is that sixes?
No,
Oh, God.
it's a 2. Like, it takes me to 12. Oh.
Well, I can't not beat that. But I got very good. I got that's 8, so 19 again.
Okay. He is
Did
on.
he get breakfast.
He's on 4 stamina. It's coming back to bite you in the bum now. It's a 20.
Hey, I remember everybody. I'm baby. If you want to make her reroll, you can.
No.
You can.
Oh, Case. Whose side are you on here, Case?
Thank you, Case.
Whose side are you on, man? A 17.
Okay.
Case, I thought you were on my side.
21.
21, nice. You only need to hit him one more time, and he's dead. It's a 20. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, Case. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, there's no reroll. Oh, Colleen!
Colleen! Oh, Colleen, thank you. Oh,
It's still a
love
9.
it.
It's still a 19.
A 19 is more reasonable, though. I only need an 8 to parry that. And I got an 8! I got exactly an 8! I rolled a 5 and a 3!
Nice.
He goes for that
so-
jab, and I catch it in the studded glove.
So nothing happens.
Throw the dagger back.
Brazilian Hamilton says, how often on streams? We do this every Saturday, but we only have this episode and next week's episode to go. But I'm currently on a break from work because I just finished my contract. So I'm actually going to be streaming a lot more next week. We won't be doing Fighting Fantasy though. We'll be doing some much more sort of chill kind of indie games. Very different vibe to this. So feel free to pop along and see those as well. But we both got 19, so nothing happens there. So let's see if you can get this final hit in and kill him, take him down. A 19 again from me.
Okay. 15.
Okay, it's fine. You can take a bit of damage. It's just
I mean,
two,
I don't
just
want
two.
to, but I will.
It's just 2. It's just 2 stamina. It's fine. Colleen. Colleen. You're taking the piss now. It's still a 17, but yeah, you would have.
Okay, so yeah. I still took the 2.
Yeah, you
I
still,
did 15,
Yeah, you
so
did.
yes, I still took 2.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Colleen, do you want Mellie to win? I thought you wanted to retain your
Colleen
title.
wants me to get into the dungeon.
Okay, sure. Okay, fine. I only rolled a 17 this time, so you can beat that, right?
The die is cocked. It's kind of on a 4. Should I re-roll it?
Yeah, re-roll it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now it rolled all of that's gonna be a 15 total.
Okay. I got a 17, so you'll have to take some stamina damage there. Colleen says, no, baby needs to die. Just let her right near the end, then kill her.
Yeah.
Play
Yeah,
with
Colleen
your-
wants me to get within tasting distance of beating Colleen, but then to die.
Do you know what the danger is now? Is that a lot of people are using their rerolls really early on. So when it comes to like crucial moments when you actually need them, they'll have no more points left.
Yeah,
You'll be on
that's
your
true.
own. Good plan, guys. I see you. I see you. Oof. It's a 22. Colleen has 60,000 points.
I mean, you want to make that 22 into not a 22? Just gonna throw that out there.
I'll just take a sip while we wait.
Okay, I will roll my dice.
Take your time.
Okay. Wait, there it is. Okay. Whew.
It's still a 19.
Okay, I still take damage because I got a 17. So this turned around. I think like I tired myself because I went right for the kill, right?
Oh,
like
you
I
went
just
hard,
went like
yeah.
I'm gonna get you down so fast, and then like that one stab that was a parry that like went for it, and I grabbed the dagger, threw it back, and then like that was enough to just throw me off my rhythm. And now it's turned around, and now I'm playing defense, and it's not going well.
This
for me.
guy has seen
I'm
an
down to 12.
opportunity. He's got an opportunity.
Look
and
at him! Oh my god!
Yeah, he's really going for it. He's
gosh.
brutal. Yeah, he doesn't mind killing a
I'm
baby.
baby!
He doesn't mind killing a baby. I got an 18.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
Okay.
Okay, yes. 20.
Oh, okay. He's dead. He's dead. Okay, and we can.
Yeah,
save
he's
there.
got me like into like he's gonna keep on stabbing, and I take that stab, and it's there. The knife is there, and he pulls back. I grab his wrist with the studded glove, and I keep it there, and then I with the studded glove, and then with my other arm, I just slice across the throat.
Oof.
And push him back.
Brutal.
And then I pull out the other dagger and toss it.
And he slumps to the floor. You've made it to 32 minutes and 58 seconds. A very good save point. With a skill of 11 and a luck of 8. Let's turn to page 261 and find out what happens next. As the southerner drops to his knees, clutching his throat, he manages to utter a few words with his last dying breath. Good luck in the dungeon, stranger. But if you get a chance to be alone with Lord Carnus, remember those of us who died in his arena. He grimaces with pain before falling silent. You vow to yourself that you will avenge your fellow slave's death and kill Lord Carnus if you survive the Deadly Labyrinth in Fang. That night, you are the honoured guest of Lord Carnus, and you indulge yourself in your every whim. You gorge yourself on delicious food and drink, and you enjoy yourself long into the night. After a week of luxurious living, you return to full health. Restore your stamina to its initial total. And then, locked in chains, you set sail with Lord Carnus and 30 of his guards. And 10 days later, you arrive in Fang, the venue for the annual Trial of Champions. You guys, she's defeated the tutorial. She's actually making it into the Trial of Champions. Let's go. Let's get some claps going here, because that is a big achievement. Not everyone's made it this far.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The town is already swarming with people intrigued by the trial. And they're eager to celebrate. However, there's no time for you to enjoy the hospitality of Baron Suckenvit, and it's late into the evening of the 30th of April, and the trial begins at dawn the next day. You spend the night in a tavern under the watchful eyes of the guards, and at dawn you are led to the entrance of the Deadly Labyrinth. It's supported by ornately carved stone pillars depicting demons, deities, and writhing serpents. You see Baron Suckenvit shaking the hands of the other contestants. They are a Chaos Champion wearing dark spiked armour, an Eastern Warlord in full battle costume, an Elven Prince, and a Dwarf Noble. This year the prize has attracted illustrious contenders. You take your place alongside them and are asked to draw a bamboo stick from the hand of the Baron. The number 2 is etched on the stick. You are to enter the dungeon second after the dwarf. To the cheers of the exultant onlookers, you pass between the pillars, armed only with a magnificent sword gifted to you by Lord Carnus. So you now have a sword. Ta-da! So you can add that to your inventory. Yep. Kay says, wow, the tutorial looks so easy. Even a baby can get through.
A violent baby.
A very violent
Don't
baby.
get the descriptor.
Without a backpack, food, or any armour, you feel ill-prepared for the coming ordeal. But at least you have this sword, and you also have a leather pouch on your belt. So you have a leather pouch and a fine sword. Everything you need to survive a deadly dungeon.
I played D&D. Who needs anything else?
Sure. You're a level 1 baby.
These handwave rations. Handwave.
The sound of the crowd quickly dies away as you walk down the dimly lit tunnel. What horrors lie before you, it's impossible to imagine, but you know that the Baron has spent the last year modifying his death trap dungeon so that it is now reputedly lethal beyond comprehension. But your desire to avenge the deaths of your fellow slaves makes you determined to succeed. The tunnel leads straight ahead for 50 metres, and then you come to a doorway in the left-hand wall, with a keep out sign written on it in dried blood. You can hear scratching and sniffing sounds coming from the other side of the door. Do you wish to draw your sword and open the door, or keep on walking?
Baby could use dog. Baby dog. Puppy. Baby. Can we have pets in this game?
Sure.
Only one way to find out.
Only one way to find out. You're going to draw your sword and open the door?
I kind of want to know if I can have a pet. I want to find out.
I am just the narrator. I have no idea what awaits you.
I'm gonna find out. I'm you know, as you know, I this character's, you know, a ranger of a kind and is kind of curious about animals. So I think would just, you know, at least just to be curious. I want to establish what kind of creatures might be in this place. Gonna get some of that knowledge. I'd rather do it here than deeper in. Feels like there's more. I know where to run right now, so I would go into this room.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in. That's my logic, and I'm sticking to it.
I think that is a very good logic. Let's turn to page 374 and find out. Kay says it's the first death trap dungeon. Oh, in the first death trap dungeon, you got a pet barbarian. You did. There you
go. So maybe I can get pet dog baby.
Yeah, you've got a little friend that you could take with you called Throm, and in Eye of the Dragon, you also got a dwarf pet. A pet dwarf.
Maybe it's a werewolf. This character has a love interest who's a werewolf, so it would be very exciting.
This would be exciting. Let's find out. The door opens easily and you step into a small room, but before you have time to look around, a huge black hellhound leaps at you with flame shooting out of its cavernous mouth. You must fight this savage beast to the death.
No!
After each attack round, roll 1 die to see if you get burnt. So, the Hellhound has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 6. And I think we're getting into battle, so let's go. I rolled a 13. Oh no, Sirenscape has encountered an error. That's not good. Oh no.
No.
Please open back up. I need the sound. Please.
We need
Please.
to hear Big Dog.
I need dog. I need battle music. I need all of the sound. There we go. It's back. It's back. Okay, so I rolled. What did I roll? 7, 8, 9. I rolled a 13. Sorry.
18.
Oh, right. Okay. And roll 1 die to see if you get flamed.
6.
You do not take any fire damage.
This character, you know, again, Baby got backstory. You know, her favorite enemy is fiends, so I feel like she's experienced with dealing with hellhounds.
Sounds good to me. You shoehorn that backstory in any way you want to. Use it
I will.
Look. I love it.
I'm all about throwing story into death traps.
Awesome.
Like, this is all about just murdering me. Let me tell you about everything about my character.
You've got like a limited amount of time to fit in your whole story.
I can do it. Okay. I got it.
Let's go. I have rolled a 17.
16.
You take 2 damage, and then let's see if you take any flame damage. Roll 1 die.
Or?
You're fine. Yeah, you don't take any flame damage. You're good. A 6.
You take the claws, not the fire. You know.
Yeah, exactly. A 7. Oh no, hang on a second. 7, 8, 9. A 16 from me. 16 in total.
13. That's the lowest I can get.
Oh no! You take 2 damage, and then let's see if you get.
I should have read the sign.
Keep out. But nothing.
I can't read. I'm baby.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. There could be something really awesome in here once you're done with him. Right, roll 1 dice. Let's see if you get flamed or not.
5.
You're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
At least I can roll well on that. I'm not gonna get burned.
Okay. Oof. I have rolled an 18.
Like, if I can stop rolling really badly, I'll be okay. Okay, this is really good. This is a 9 plus 11, so 20.
Oh, Case has re-rolled my die.
Oh, well, then I'll do even better.
Whoops, I've lost a die. Oh yeah, no, a total of 11. So
20.
yeah, you only need to hit it 1 more time. Oh, let's roll to see if you take any flame damage.
5.
You're good. Oh no, again, only an 11 from me, so I'm pretty sure it's dead.
I can't fail that. Yeah. That's gonna be an 18.
Wonderful. We are out of battle. Page 52. Was it worth it? Let's find out. The room is empty apart from a pile of straw and old bones in the far corner. Do you wish to have a rummage? Or would you like to leave the room? Is rummage a word where you are?
Yes.
Okay.
And absolutely, I would rummage the heck out of it. I would be like, first of all, how the heck did this noble dude summon a hellhound? I am now even more suspicious. This guy was bad news, but now also he's summoning hellhounds. What the heck?
Yeah.
I am rummaging the heck out of that. Hey, Kyle.
I was like, rummage is such a British word. Like, where else would they say?
But I mean, Canada, like, we're half British here, so we use British spellings, so.
You have a rummage, and you find a gold ring lying on the stone floor under the straw. So you actually have a separate box on your sheet for rings.
Yes.
You can now fill that with 1 ring. And it has its own special box. Must be really important. You place it in your pouch, and you leave the room and continue along the tunnel to page 82.
Yeah.
The tunnel soon comes to an end at a T-junction. You look left and right. But which way would you like to head? Left?
Left.
All right, you'd like to go left again. Malakisa says, nope,
yeah.
We use rummage in the States too, although we would rummage through something, not have a rummage. Yeah. You would rummage through things. That's right. I just think it's such a British word. You're going to go left. Page 229. Let's go. After 30 meters, you notice that the ceiling has about 20 spears pointing down from holes in the ceiling. You look at the ground for a tripwire which may trigger them, but you don't see one. Do you wish to carry on walking, or would you rather go back and retrace your steps past the T-junction?
Yeah, this is sketchy. I'm gonna go back.
You're gonna go back. Okay. Page 304. In the distance, you hear the sound of running water, and soon the tunnel ends at the edge of a pit. A rope bridge straddles the pit, and beyond it, the tunnel continues straight on. There's a wooden box tied to the bridge and a sign above it which reads, "Pay gold to cross." So we're looking at this. It says "Pay gold to cross." There's a very deep pit underneath and a flowing river underneath. A rope hangs down from the bridge. And peering down into the gloom of the pit, you can just make out a fast-flowing river far below. Would you like to... Ow, I just whacked my hand on the desk. I'm just like pulling my dress down slightly. And I hurted myself. So would you like to drop a gold object into the box and walk across the bridge? Would you like to walk across without paying, or would you like to chance it by climbing down the rope and into the pit?
I would like to toss that gold ring in there and cross it.
Even though I told you that it could be important. Ooh, what a risk taker.
I mean, I now know to trust the sign that said keep out of the room, there was a bad dog, and now it says pay gold to cross. You know, maybe the signs are important. This character's lawful neutral.
Okay, we are gonna drop the gold ring into the box. Page 27. You drop the gold ring into the box. And you step warily onto the rope bridge. It appears to be strong enough to bear your weight, and you hurry across it, unchallenged. Turn to 117. The tunnel eventually comes to a dead end. There's a stone tablet set in the end wall with a small circular hole in its centre. Around the hole are etched the words, 1 is on, 2 is gone. Do you want to reach into the circular hole? Or retrace your steps back to the bridge and beyond the T-junction?
How big is this hole?
Just large enough to put your hand in, I'd say.
Oy. I think I want to retrace and maybe climb down that rope.
You're gonna retrace your steps back over the bridge. That takes you to 229, so that would actually take you back to the spikes.
I want to go back to the bridge and go down the rope.
Okay,
if I can.
Let's go to 229 and see. We'll go back to the T-junction, page 304. Malakita says, I swear I'm
I don't want to put my arm in a hole if I can avoid it. That just seems like a bad idea.
So Malakita says, I swear I'm the only one that thought my hand was going to get cut off at that point.
I definitely feel like my hand's going to get cut off. I'm like, one is on, 2 is gone. So I feel like 1, put your hand in, 2, your hand is gone.
You're gonna
Again,
climb.
signs are important. I'm gonna believe the sign, and the sign is implying. Let's maybe go down. I'm from the swamps. I'm familiar with water. Maybe I'll climb down the rope into the pit.
She chose down.
Page 355. 355. Your feet find a ledge protruding out over the river. You release the rope and walk along the ledge and find that it leads to a completely black cave mouth. Suddenly, 2 bony arms shoot out of the darkness and try to push you off the ledge and into the river. Roll 2 dice.
5.
This is less than your skill score, page 100. Only your lightning-quick reflexes save you from being knocked into the river. You teeter on the ledge, but you manage to regain your balance. You draw your sword ready to attack your enemy, and from out of the dark cave steps a creature which has the appearance of a stooped, starving man with long arms touching the ground and gaunt, brown, leathery skin.
Ooh.
Yeah, he looks...
Undead is my other type of favorite enemy.
Yeah,
Fiends of undead. I'm ready for this.
I don't think he's undead.
Got that backstory.
I think he's just very gangly. You recognise him as a strider.
That's just depressing.
Yeah, he's just got very, very thin arms and legs. Very
That's
thin,
just
very
sad.
lanky. Yeah, he's obviously looking for his next meal, I think. You recognise him as a strider. He's a cunning hired killer. He's armed with an iron pole which has blades at either end. It's a fearsome weapon in the hands of the strider. He has a skill of 9 and a stamina of 9. We are in battle with the strider. I got a 15.
I got a 21.
Nice. Kay says, if you're giving away rings, do you really need both hands? And Unidentified Squid says, well, you only need one hand to have 7 rings. And Colleen says you can kill her now. All right.
No. No. Yet.
I got a 15 again.
I got 4 plus 11, 15.
Nothing
so
happens.
Harry.
Nothing happens.
Ding ding.
I only got, what did I get? 9, 10, 13.
Ooh, the worst I can get is a pair. Ooh, that's the best I've rolled so far. Is a 22.
Nice.
I still haven't rolled double sixes, which feels very unfair, but that's fine. I'll take an 11.
You'll get there. You'll get there. 8.
Yeah.
A 17 from me. Maths is so hard. I literally have to count the dots on the dice.
21.
Nice. He's on 3 health. You only need to hit him twice more.
Well, go
2
well.
more times. Oh no.
All I needed was a sword, you know? Give me a sword and a leather
13,
pouch.
A 13 from me. Absolutely rubbish.
20. Seriously, it's like my dice knew that suddenly you gave me a sword and they're like, oh, we'll roll good now, we'll roll good. You got a sword? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, a leather pouch? You can strangle somebody with a leather pouch. You
Heck
got
yeah, heck yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Another 17 from me. Come on,
Okay.
you can do it.
18.
Oh, nice. He's dead. He's dead.
Easy.
And we are going to
Easy.
save there. Nice. You've made it to 53 minutes and 12 seconds. You have a skill of 11. You have a luck of 8. And you have 0 rings because you gave them away. Page 19 to continue. The Strider has no possessions apart from a bone medallion hanging around his neck. Do you wish to put the medallion around your own neck or leave it and climb back up the rope?
I can't just pocket it? Damn.
You have to wear it, I'm afraid. It's too large. This bone medallion is too large to fit in your pouch.
I would just feel like this guy seems so sketchy, so sick, and I would feel weird about weird cursed almost objects that he might have on him. I wouldn't trust them, so I would leave it on him.
You're not even
I'd be disappointed that there's nothing else down here.
Not even gonna try it. Oof. Okay.
Well, my character is a little bit by the book. Doesn't that's what lawful neutral will do for you. Doesn't go for cursed stuff. Goes for trusted objects.
Okay.
If I was playing my artificer, I'd be like, yeah, try that on. Let's see what it does. Go for it. But not this character. I guess I'm disappointed that there's nothing else down here. But yeah, well, I guess we will climb back up. See if that box has my ring in it, and if it does, I will take my ring back.
I don't think that's going to be
Can
an
I do
option.
that?
I don't think so.
Okay, then I will not do that. And then I will then weigh my options of the spikes or the hole in the wall, and I will go to the spikes and I will give that a try.
Let's have a look then. We're gonna climb back
Because I
up
think
the
I
rope.
can probably outrun the spikes, because I know I'm an athlete, but I don't think I can, the hole in the wall, it's like, what can I do with that? I don't know.
Who knows, unless you try it. You don't know.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
I do feel like the
welcome
spikes, I can be fast enough, so I'm like, I will go do the spikes.
in. Okay. So we're gonna climb up the rope first, page 328. And you can either drop another gold object into the box, walk across without paying, which would take you to the hole, or go back towards the spikes. You want to go for the spikes?
Yeah.
Cool. 229. 229. After 30 meters, you notice that the ceiling has about 20 spears pointing down from holes in the ceiling. You look at the ground for a tripwire, which may trigger them, but don't see one. You can carry on walking underneath the spikes, or you can retrace your steps and go back. Colleen says she dropped a ring. She put it in the box the first time that she went over the bridge. Yep. And Joe says, hope you're doing well. You'll be watching while doing live admin. Wicked. Excellent. Right. You are going to walk underneath the spikes. Page 390.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Pressing yourself against the tunnel wall, you step slowly and carefully under the spears. You will soon be on them, and you conclude that they must have been placed there as a deterrent. You reach up and you're able to touch the tip of a spear. Do you wish to pull one out, or keep on walking?
Ooh.
I mean, you are used to dual wielding. How sick would it be to have a sword and a spear?
I do love dual wielding. I would like a spear.
Are you gonna give it a little pull?
I am. I'm gonna do a little. Can it come out?
Okay.
Doot, doot.
110. Let's find out. Standing on the tip of your toes, you reach up and you grab a spear. One sharp tug loosens it from its fitting, but the others remain lodged firmly in the ceiling. Pleased with the acquisition of this unexpected new weapon, you set off once again along the tunnel to page 5. So you now have a spear.
Heck yeah!
Nailing it.
Now I'm triple wielding because I also have that leather pouch.
Oh, yeah.
And again, you can strangle somebody with a leather pouch.
You can.
Be creative, y'all. Be creative with your items.
Ahead you see the tunnel bend sharply to the right, but you don't see a crossbow mounted on the dark wall, pointing straight at you. Roll 1 die. Just roll a die.
6.
Oh, wow. Okay, 313. 313. You step on a flagstone which activates the crossbow. The bolt flies down the narrow tunnel but whistles past your left ear. Add a luck point. So you go back up to 9 luck points.
Yay!
You turn the corner and walk on for another 50 yards before coming to a door in the right-hand wall. Do you wish to open that door or keep on walking?
Oh, I gotta check it out. Let's open it.
Open the door. 104. The door opens into a room which is empty except for a bowl of Vicky suddenly can't talk. The door opens into a room which is empty except for a large bowl of exotic-looking fruit standing on a marble plinth. Do you wish to eat some of the fruit or leave the room? What stamina are you on at the moment?
14.
Okay.
I mean, I'll have a little bit of fruit. I'm a little peaky.
395 to eat the fruit. The fruit is delicious.
I mean, if this were my game, this fruit would turn into a hand crawling on my throat, and then it would try to strangle me from inside. But let's find out.
I would be very suspicious of the fruit, but apparently this is delicious and satisfying. You can add 2 stamina points. When you've eaten enough, you can walk back out into the tunnel and continue to page 20. I think we should probably save that. It's been a little while. Fruit page.
Save in the fruit room. I love it.
You have 11 skill, 9 luck, 0 rings. Page 20. Right, how are you doing?
I don't like you continually saying 0 rings.
0 rings!
A little
disconcerting, perhaps?
It feels kind of like bullying. It feels a little like, you have 0 rings. Why'd you throw that ring in the box, Mellie? Why'd you do that?
Why did you do it?
Did I do it? I didn't stay that way. Now if I go back, I have to have another gold thing. Anyways, let's continue down this path.
Cool. You let me know if you need a break, but I think we're okay to carry on for a bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, page 20. Suddenly, you see movement ahead in the tunnel, and a small humanoid looks back and then runs away from you. Intrigued by this being, you decide to run after it to page 258. The humanoid disappears around a corner, and by the time you turn the right-hand bend, he's nowhere to be seen. You carry on down the tunnel until you come to a door in the left-hand wall. Do you wish to open it? Or if you do not wish to stop, you can continue. Kay says, when it comes to food, the best before date is just for freshness. The use before date is for not turning into a giant ant.
Yes, it's very, very important. Although I do recommend, if you ever want to just horrify your adventuring parties, just give them a room of wonderful food. And, you know, if they are under half of their health, it heals them. If they're over half of their health, it turns into zombie hands in their throat and tries to kill them.
Oh my god!
And then they have to fight them, but they're inside of their body. It's great.
How do you even deal with that?
You have to try and get it out of you.
Maybe that's what you've got at the moment, Mellie. That's you got a little bit of a zombie.
Yeah, that might be. That might be my whole thing that has been happening for me medically, is that I have a crawling claw in my body that is. Anyways, I would like to go into this room because this doesn't look like a. I feel like it would have mentioned in the text if this was one of the people that was outside. So I'm kind of curious, like, why is there a random person here? And why are they running away? Do they know something? Would they be able to give me a clue as to how to get to the end of this labyrinth so that I can get out and kill the noble dude? Let's do it.
Let's do it. 353.
Can they give me a ring so that I can, so Vicky can stop saying I have no rings?
Okay, you burst in on 2 orcs who are having a dagger throwing contest using their target.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something very different.
You
burst in on 2 orcs who are, like, having a romantic tryst.
You are the second person that has thought that. But no, they're having a dagger throwing contest, using as the target a large dead rat nailed to a post. You must test your luck. So you have a luck of 9. So you need to roll 2 dice. And you need to roll a 9 or below.
6.
Oh, you are lucky, but now your luck goes down to 8.
Okay.
Page 139. Yes, a dagger throwing contest. Page 139, you are lucky.
I am. I did get lucky in this room.
Maybe they're also about to get lucky, perhaps.
Yeah, me and these orc ladies.
Yeah, it doesn't say whether they're male or female. I've always just assumed they're male. They look male, but I'm gonna just throw my narrative addition here that they are now female. So they could be anything.
Me and these orc ladies, we getting lucky in this room.
Let's see, shall we? They are unarmed. They've just thrown their last dagger at the rat. On seeing you, they growl in anger and grab for their swords, ready to attack you. They have a skill of 6, so they both have 6 skill. The first orc has a stamina of 5. The second one has a stamina of 6. So you are very well positioned to get rid of them. You've got to fight them one at a time because the room is very small. So let's get into battle, shall we, and see what happens. Oh, Colleen, lesbian action nonetheless. I'm here for it.
Yeah. We have to fight them one at a time.
Oh, Brazilian Hamilton says, sorry, this stream is not family friendly for me. It was never gonna be. It was never gonna be family friendly. I'm sorry if you're disappointed by that. 7, 8. I rolled a 13.
I rolled 7 plus 11 is 18.
Ooh, nice.
But yes, we were crushing people's heads and having their brains everywhere earlier, so very not family friendly for sure.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I've got a 13 again.
Then it's gonna be a 16 this time.
Okay, you only need to hit them once more, and that first one is dead. Oh dear. 11.
17.
Nice. So that one is dead. And then their sister rocks up. You killed my sister! because that's
No,
what...
she's just sleeping. I just hired her out.
This one is going to take a swing at you for 11. No, not good.
15.
Oh my gosh! Brazilian Hamilton says, I did a video about how D&D is made for Satanists. I'll pray for you. Wow. Thank you for stopping by. This is not D&D, but welcome. And Joe says it honestly depends on your family. Yeah. Oh gosh. So yes, you've hit her. Oh, I'm gonna do smash. And she smashes you. She's got a 15.
No, 13.
Oh, smash. You take 2 damage. Um, 12, 14.
Much better. Okay, that's 19.
Nice.
Back on top.
Hey, just how she likes it. And a 12. Oh my god.
16.
Nice. They are both dead. I am just trying to keep
Well,
up
they've
with...
been tired.
I'm just going to pause. I'm just trying to keep up with what the heck is happening in chat.
Yes.
Okay. Things are getting a little crazy.
It's going wild in there.
Yeah, a little crazy over there. Hi, I was told this was the place for the Satanist meeting. You're in the right place, Jack. Welcome. And Joe, there's actually a place here called Madame Satan, but it's Satan as in the meat alternative. So you would actually really like it here.
We have as well. We have Satan's Kitchen, which is also because it's a vegan restaurant. It used to be Satan's Disciples, but they ended up closing that one, and then over the pandemic they reopened, but they changed it to Satan's Kitchen.
Nice.
It's very good. I'm vegan, so like any place like that, I'm like, nom, nom, nom.
I've never heard of it. It's just recently when Madame Satan opened up, I was like, what is Satan? And yeah, I think I might need to go and have a little look-see. But yes, Puria Jack, you are in the right place for the Satanist meetup. Welcome to hell. This is a gay party. Glad I was invited. Yeah, my bypass came. Yeah, bypass. My bycard. Dark Dungeons, that's the name of the video. It's hilarious. Okay, well, I mean, if you want to stick around, like honestly, if you all think we're going to hell and that was Satanists, this might not be for you, but it is just a good time. It's not D&D. There's no Satan worship here. Feel free to stick around. But if it was really not for you and you're going to cause a little bit of trouble, perhaps best that you leave. And I do have my mods in chat, so they will dispose of you if needed. I'm kidding if it's not obvious. Okay, cool. We're all up for a good time.
Excellent.
Okay, we're all good. We're all good. Oh my god, that just got a little bit crazy in the chat there. I couldn't keep up. I was like, what?
We just had to make sure, right? Because it's like,
Just gotta do my due diligence. If causing more trouble, then I'm here. But yeah, have fun. Okay, he's just messing with us. All right, okay. Everyone get gay in chat. It's absolutely fine to be gay in my chat. It's also fine to worship Satan if that is what you wish, but probably don't.
I mean, yes.
Everyone's entitled to do their own thing. Just don't
I think
cause any
Evangelii and the
trouble.
orcs need a quick nap if we can take a really quick bio break.
Oh, yes.
Is that cool, Vicky?
I think now is a great time to take a break.
Super quick bio.
Yeah. So it's going to be about 7 minutes long. I've got a BRB screen of clips from last season. I'm about to have a heart attack with all of you lot. You're all about to kill me. But yes, you guys enjoy the clips, have a bio break, do whatever you need to do. I definitely need another drink. I might need something a little stronger after all of that. But yes, we'll see you in about 7 minutes. So enjoy the clips and we'll see you very soon. If you decide to stay, you may have to face your fears.
Wait a minute, let me get my tea. Ready.
What's the worst that could happen?
This whole campaign is trouble.
I want to hear your Scottish accent.
It's not Scottish! No, it's not! I can get some lovely sound effects for your torture.
4.
Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once.
Eye of the dragon, more like Kanye. Kanye Eye of the dragon.
Pitiful. A pitiful.
Play ya, ding dong! It makes me ever so thirsty. Play it! Need to drink, god damn it! Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. You all have some leaf paste, won't you, fathers? Go on, go on, go on, go on. I don't want to do this anymore. It made me feel like a little baby now. Right, anyway, that's a weird thing to say. No. It made me feel like a little baby. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. I should have had second breakfast. I was going to have second breakfast, but I didn't.
You didn't have second breakfast?
I didn't have second breakfast. No! I had a very small first breakfast and I'm starving, hungry. So please die soon.
It's gonna be the shortest stream ever.
Would you like my wear this helmet, see if it's cursed.
My curiosity got me killed twice. Let's get killed again.
Okay, please die. Are you dead? Your adventure.
No!
Here.
You're joking.
Death, 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 death. I love death.
How is anyone meant to beat her?
Oh, death, 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 death. So much death, so much death. Woo-hoo-hoo. Professional killer at this point. Is that enough for you?
The next creature I see, I'm just gonna lay there and take it.
I thought they were family friendly. I guess not.
Quick, pull out your duck. He's just gonna watch his mate Morningstar you to death.
I'm just gonna let them kill me.
We might eat you afterwards.
How barbaric an option.
Bloody hell. This got dark.
Oh, that was ruthless.
I feel like I've actually been squished. Yeah, no, my dick's got squished. My beautiful dick collection.
It's still phallic. That still makes me happy. Starting to feel a little bit deja vu-ish.
That's my impression of a chair absorbing someone's skull.
Second death! Second death! Second death! Second death!
Oh, that was horrible. That was horrifying.
Who else thought that was going to be insta-death? I definitely did. I think things get a lot more tense after this point, so I'm very excited for that.
There we go.
I don't think I can roll that high.
I don't think you can.
Well, like carved wooden duck will come in handy, I know it.
You take a step back to defend yourself, but you stumble on a large bone.
Oh no!
Is he single?
Is he single?
Olaf, is that you?
Gavortis is sitting on the other one already. Things are looking up, he says, setting off again. My mind went somewhere else. I get laid, man, honestly.
It's like we're playing, what was that game show called? We're still at black.
The Dungeon of Love.
Blind date.
Blind date. And now there's another door. Who could be behind here?
I'm going to flutter my eyelids, going like...
It's the Queen of Spades, and she looks slightly unusual in the fact that she has a very wide grin on her face. Oh my god, it's Zaina! Welcome, warriors, brave and bold. Do you seek the dragon made of gold?
That big smile's there.
Who doesn't want to see this kind of face with people going insane?
You're so beautiful!
Not one of these with it, it's it. Move along.
Further up the passageway, you see another door in the right-hand wall. You listen at the door and you hear scratching sounds coming from the other side.
It's my cat?
Do you like a scratcher?
was just asking, just throwing it out there.
I am worried.
Is she the one?
Is she the one?
Is she not the one? Am I going to have wasted this extra life by poking my head into Sia?
Let's see if you get lucky.
I'm looking for love. We're going to search every room.
Go through the door.
Do you want to open it with your sword? Yes. I don't want to stick my face right up to it and pop it open.
Does she seem like a legitimate, like, well turned out character?
Can I put him open, right, with my dagger and consume his heart for 2 more stamina?
It's always a catch.
I wanted the goblin's heart, but apparently that is off the menu.
She needs a bit. I was going to say she seems a bit needy.
You could drink the rest of your healing potion. That will bring you back to max. I mean, the thing is, are you looking for a love match with someone who constantly needs help? I'm just looking for love.
I am looking for love.
Or maybe you're just horny.
Trixie, what are you doing in the book?
A wizard's staff has got a knob.
Is he the one?
Is he the one?
Let's find out.
I think we can trust him. He has helped us so far, so let's have a rest in this place and, like, regain our strength.
Yeah.
Let's stay!
Let's stay? Wow!
You've chosen wisely.
I believe we're going to talk to him.
Talk to him! In the safety of the den. You relax. You slip into something more comfortable.
No, it does not say that! You're lying!
I'm so grateful that you've decided to stay, my friend. I'm
sounds like the one.
very lonely and very
So
much
am I.
in need
So am I.
of some conversation.
So am I.
I feel like I need some like sexy music, jazzy sax. Oh, sorry, love. Sorry, are you trying to attract my attention?
This is the romance that you never thought would happen in the most unlikely of places.
Scylla would be buying a new hat by now. Diddly-doo, I win, Vicky wins, diddly-doo, diddly-doo.
Congratulations. I regret nothing.
And we're back! Hi everybody! Windy Songs, also I haven't had a chance to welcome you in. Welcome, very, very welcome here. Got a snack, I made it back before the break finished. I am happy, yeah, good to see you. Windy Songs, can you tell me, are you also involved with the Windy Beard games? Because that would be very strange if you're not, because I've been playing a lot of Galactic Mining Corp. So if it's completely separate, that's just a coincidence. But if you are, no, sorry, that's fine, that's okay. I thought I'd ask. I was like, Windy Beard, Windy Songs. It's just a coincidence. But yes, welcome in. You're very welcome here. Thank you for coming. So we've just defeated a couple of orcs. We've had a very interesting chat about meat alternatives.
Yes.
Windy Song said, just picked it randomly because I tend to go by the wind online and I like music. Cool.
I like it.
Nice. That's lovely. So if you win by the orcs, 295. It seemed fitting for you. Yeah, it is. That's great. Thank you for explaining. It just seemed very coincidental that you should be here today. Okay, shall we continue after defeating...
Let's go.
Let's go. Maliki
doing
says,
well so far.
You are doing very well. Maliki says I can go for a sausage alternative. Is that a pun? Is that a pun? Is there something else going on here? I don't trust Maliki, sir. Right, let us head over to 295 and see what awaits you. But you're doing very well. I'm worried that you're not died yet. I don't even think she's gonna need a bonus life. You took 2 of the daggers into your belt, so you now have 2 daggers as well. Collecting those weapons. And
I don't have any rings, but I do have lots of weapons with which to kill this noble dude later.
You do. So you've put them in your belt. You begin to search the room. It contains 2 wooden beds, a sturdy wooden trunk, a crude table and 2 chairs. Would you like to open the trunk or leave the
I
room?
would.
Okay.
Open that trunk, baby.
Surprise, it's a mimic! No, it's not. This trunk is full of York's
there
possessions.
junk in that trunk?
There is junk in the trunk. It's complete rubbish. I'll tell you about the junk in the trunk. We have a jar of rat tails. You don't need to remember this, but there's a jar of rat tails, an ogre's hip bone, some mouldy bread, a pair of worn-out boots, a broken arrow, some damp breeches which are green with mildew, 3 wooden pegs, and a cracked wooden jar. That's just a few of the items in the trunk. But underneath all of that, you find a breastplate. Would you like to try it on or leave the room without it?
I'm trying on the breastplate. Also, can I take the jar of rat tails? Can I write that in my equipment?
I mean, I'll let you take it. It's not going to be useful, but you can take it.
I might just throw it in the narrative later.
Okay. You can't eat them. You can't eat them.
No. I'm not going to eat them, but I might just, just use it for a little bit of narrative sparkle.
All right. Yeah, sure. Go for it. Right. 3, 2, 1. To put on the breastplate. That's my bit of narrative sparkle. The breastplate. The breastplate fits extremely well, and it's an excellent piece of armor. You can add a skill point. Oh, now you are already on 11 skill, and that is your maximum. So unfortunately, you cannot go above your maximum. So it would have added a skill point. But I haven't allowed anyone else to.
If I do get something that makes me go down, though, will the breastplate put me back to 11? Like, if I get a curse or something that puts me, down to 10, will the breastplate put me to 11?
Sure. I guess you could take it off and put it back on.
Yeah.
And
I'll just mark that it's a breastplate plus 1, and I'll just... Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Satisfied that there's nothing else of use, you leave the room and continue along the tunnel. Also, if anything comes up now where it says, are you wearing a breastplate? You can say yes. So you leave the room, you continue along the tunnel to page 133. Looking down the tunnel, you see that there's an opening in the left-hand wall. Suddenly, you see a small head peer out from around the corner, and judging by its height from the ground, you deduce that it's a small humanoid from before. You call out and give chase, but by the time you've rounded the corner, he's nowhere to be seen. You decide to walk quickly down this new branch of the tunnel in the hopes of seeing him again. Page 287. You soon reach a door in the left-hand wall of the tunnel. You listen, but hear nothing. Do you want to go in or keep walking?
I mean, I said I always go left. I'll go left.
So you're going into the door?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, we're going in. Sneaky humanoid, I know, right. 156, let's go in. Ooh, okay. The door opens into a narrow, gloomy corridor, at the end of which you see a stone plinth with a large glass dome resting on top of it. 4 black candles are burning on each of the corners of the plinth, illuminating the dome with an eerie glow. As you approach, you see that there's a tiny man trapped inside, and he's jumping up and down, trying to attract your attention. This is the little dude here. He's jumping up and down. Little man. He's no more than half a metre tall, and you notice that his ears are pointed and that he has a wispy grey beard. He gestures to you to lift the glass dome. Do you decide to do as he bids, or walk back down the tunnel and return? Just bye. Killian says, okay, she can die now for real. We'll see.
I feel like I mean, what Mellie, want to do is open it, but what Evangelii would do, she's been taught not to trust things that are, from sort of other worlds. And this seems like a fae kind of thing. And so she thinks it does belong, she doesn't trust it. She thinks that this is not a trustworthy thing, so she would leave it where it is. She thinks that this is some tricksy little thing, and so she is going to leave it be. As much as I want to let it go, I want to know, but I'm going to lie. She would leave it. I'm going to play my character, and I'm going to leave it.
I think that's very wise. You leave it, and further along the tunnel, you stumble upon a pile of rocks. Something underneath the rocks catches your eye, catches the light and sparkles. Carefully, you remove some of the rocks until you can see what's hidden underneath. It's a broadsword, finely honed and perfectly balanced. Do you wish to use this instead of the one given to you by Lord Carnus? Or would you rather leave it where it is? Do you trust the sword that's hidden under a pile of rocks? Or do you trust the sword that was given to you by Lord Carnus as his champion?
It's more, do I want to kill him with his own sword?
Ooh.
That's more my question. Do I want to kill him with his own sword, or do I want a cool new sword?
Well, they're both really good
I really want to
options.
kill him with his own sword, so I'm going to keep the sword I have.
Keep the sword you have. Okay. Keep the sword that you have.
Also, a broadsword seems a little too big when I'm dual wielding, so.
Okay. Let's turn to page 7 then. We're going to leave that sword where it is. You soon arrive at another door in the tunnel wall. The handle turns, but wooden boards have been nailed across the door frame. Do you wish to lever the boards off with your sword, or press on along the tunnel?
Those boards are coming off.
Excellent. 3, 3, 6. I like how confident you are. It's great. You and the nails, just like, I'm just gonna nail, like, get rid of them. The boards are coming away. You're great. The nails holding the boards in place make a loud creaky noise as you prise the boards away. Test your luck. So you have a luck of 8. You need to roll 2 dice, and it needs to be an 8 or below.
10.
Oh no! Your luck goes down to 7, but you are unlucky. Let's see what happens to you now. Page 76. She was so confident.
I was so kind of like, yeah, no problem. She's used to prying doors open, but usually she has a crowbar to do it. It was a baby though. She had nothing, and now look what happened.
It's that dodgy sword off Lord Carnus. That's what did it. But I do like the idea of stabbing him with his own sword and killing him with his own sword.
Oh, yeah.
That is perfect. Suddenly you hear footsteps coming quickly down the corridor. Somebody or something has come to investigate what all this noise is about. With your sword gripped tightly, you turn to face the heavily armoured mutant orc guard who is advancing with his poleaxe. He has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 7. My friend, we are in battle, and I just need to find my battle music. Where is it? There it is. Let's go.
Okay. Thankfully that's not too unlucky.
Only a 12.
Oh, no problem. I got a 20.
Nice. Oh no, 7, 8. Oh, 12.
Equals 19. Yeah. Like this orc, he thinks he's got something going on, but no.
Oh no.
I got like spear in one hand to keep him far away, and then I just, get swipes him with that sword.
He doesn't know what to go for first. He rolled a 13. He's like, do I defend? Do I attack?
Yeah.
What is she gonna hit me with? Oh gosh. You've confused the mutant orc. Also, he's kind of attracted to you at the same time, so that's really taken him by surprise.
Sorry, not my type.
A 14?
Not gonna do it. 18.
Oh, he's dead. Page 341. You quickly rummage through the pockets of the orc guard and you find a small glass ball. You find some small glass balls. You have many small glass balls. Basically marbles. You place them in your belt pouch and you carry on levering off the wooden boards. At last, the final one comes free and you're able to open the door to page 13. You pull the door open and you walk into a small room which has not been entered for years. A thick layer of dust covers everything, and cobwebs hang down like dirty old curtains. 2 skeletons, mouths hanging open, lie half submerged in the dust, propped up against the far wall. One of the skeletons is pointing at the other, and suddenly the door slams shut behind you, and the pointing skeleton starts to speak. So, we're looking at these here. The pointing skeleton starts to speak, and he's got a riddle for you. So I hope you're good at riddles.
I enjoy riddles. Whether I'm good at them or not is another question.
Okay. Brothers and sisters I have none, but that man's father is my father's son. Who is he? So, the pointing skeleton says, brothers and sisters I have none, but that man's father is my father's son. Who is he? You've got 4 options here. You can run for the door. You can say that he's his grandfather. You can say that he's his father, or that he's his son. Mellie is deep in thought. Still on her first life? I don't even think she's going to need the bonus. Can she solve the riddle? Colleen says she's gonna die, don't worry, Vicky. Okay. And your title will be safe. Kay says she's constructing a whole family tree. Yeah, probably. I feel like this is very intense. I feel like I'm on Crystal Maze right now.
Riddle because my brain is not turned on very well right now, and I'm just like, wait a second. Words are hard. Could you repeat the riddle one more time for me? Because I think I wrote it down.
Okay. Brothers and sisters I have none, but that man's father is my father's son. Who is he? His grandfather, his father, or his son? Windy Song says, I think I've got the answer, but I'm not going to type it. Yep, you can type it afterwards and see if you were right. Wait to see if Mellie can solve it.
Thank you. And what are my options that I can do again? I can run away.
You can run away.
And then I have a few different answers.
Say that he's his grandfather, his father, or his son. And there's the skeletons again, just in case you need to see them. I feel like I'm on the Crystal Maze. She needs to think fast. The longer she takes,
I know I'm running out. I'm good.
The less time she has. I feel like I need
I'm just not smart.
Need like a sand timer. The longer she takes, the less chance she'll have of making it onto the leaderboard.
Oh yeah, okay. He's my son.
Okay, page 371.
Yeah, that should have taken me a lot less time.
371. Colleen says if she allows it, you can help her, but she needs to ask for it. Yeah, she does. You are a wise challenger, the voice from the skeleton states without emotion. Your reward for passing this part of the test is in the drawer of the table. The skeleton's mouth remains open, but no more sound issues from it. You look around the dark room and you find a small table with a drawer. Carefully you slide the drawer open and you find a small iron key inside. You place it in the pouch on your belt, leave the room and continue. So you have a small iron key. And you've made it to 1 hour, 21 minutes, 27 seconds. You have a skill of 11. A luck of 7 and 0 rings. Serum76, welcome. How are you?
Welcome.
We are going to head to page 45. How are you today, Serum? Page 45. Not even a key ring.
Not even a key ring. You're right, Case. It should be a key ring.
No.
An iron key ring.
An iron key ring. Nope. Nope. It's not long before you arrive at yet another door in the left-hand tunnel wall. Do you wish to open it or keep on walking?
Left-hand door.
She's going in. You're going in? You're going in.
Yeah.
2, 3, 5. The door opens into an empty room. You enter the room cautiously, and as you do so, the door swings slowly shut behind you. You search the room for a secret passageway, but you don't find one. To your surprise, the door isn't locked, and you're able to just walk back out into the tunnel. However, you don't realise that you've been teleported, and you're now in a different tunnel from the one you were walking along previously. Unaware of your teleportation, you walk on down the tunnel to page 378. Serum says, I'm great, mate. Got a day off tomorrow to do some ttrpg related writing, which always makes me happy. Nice. And he also wishes you very good luck.
Thank you. I feel like I need it because I just got teleported. My map is not useful anymore.
Nope. You could be anywhere. You follow the tunnel around a right-hand bend until it ends at a wooden door. You have no choice but to open it, and you're surprised by what you find on page 3. You find this guy.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Sitting cross-legged in the middle of the room is a fat, bald man. He sits motionless and holds a bamboo pole between his outstretched hands. Half a dozen coloured wooden blocks are hovering in a circle in mid-air above him. The man's eyes are grey and blank, and he is obviously blind. The room is sparsely furnished with a slatted wooden bed, a cupboard, and a large wooden chest which has pride of place in the centre of the floor. Welcome, contestant number 2. I have been waiting for you. I am Noi, a trial master and a servant of Baron Succumbit. My duty is to test you in 3 ways before allowing you to proceed. Are you ready? Do you wish to obey him or attack him with your sword?
Obey him.
Obey him. Serum also says you'll need luck. Vicky's a straight up killer. I don't know. We have got a very aggressive baby over here who is doing very well.
I am a very aggressive baby, but also I need help. So, you know, if you want to spend channel points to help me, I am baby, and you can make Vicky reroll really big. She's been rolling really, really well.
Don't buy this act. Don't buy it. She's still on her first life. She hasn't needed the bonus. She hasn't needed any help so far, really.
I have needed help. You were rolling 20s in like the first battle I had.
But the point is you made it. The point is you made it.
Because of the wonderful people in stream chat spending points to help me out.
And Windy Song says, I'm saving my channel points to be able to do that, so don't worry.
Thank you.
You guys, I thought we were friends. Right. The 3 things I am instructed to test you in are strength, intelligence, and fighting ability. Should you fail any of these tests, you will not be allowed to continue in the trial of champions. We insist on a worthy winner. The first test is a tug of war against a caveman. A door behind the Trimaster opens and a huge man with long hair dressed in ragged fur strides into the room. The Trimaster taps the floor in front of him with his pole and the floor drops away to reveal a dark pit. He then orders the caveman to fetch a thick rope from the cupboard. He gives you one end and tells you to take the strain and pull it taut over the pit. He counts to 3 and then shouts, "Heave!" The caveman's strength is incredible and you must grit your teeth and pull as hard as you can. He has a skill of 7. We resolve the tug of war as we would a battle, but instead of reducing stamina, we just make a note of who won the attack round. If you are the first to win 4, then you'll win the tug of war. So,
okay,
let's tug, shall we?
Let's tug.
Let's tug. I got a 14.
21.
Okay, so you win 1. $11. Siren wants me to re-roll my dice.
What? No!
Siren's on my side. I got a 50.
Okay, that's okay. I got a 21 again.
Oh, man. You win a second attack round. Oh, no. 14?
4 dice.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is a really good one, but 4 dice don't count, so I will re-roll it even though it was really good. It's much lower, but it's still good. What did you roll? Because I got a 18.
What did I roll? A 14.
Okay, then we're good, because 18.
Man. Gosh darn it.
3.
Whoop, 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 whoop. A 19 from me. It's just 1 attack round. You don't take any damage. I could claw it back,
17.
guys. I could claw it
17.
back.
So he does win that 1.
1. 8, 9. A 15 from me.
19.
Oh, you beat the caveman.
I let him think. I let him think for a moment. So that he gets that little like, oh yeah, I got it. And then as soon as he like just has that moment of like, maybe, and he gets excited for a second, and then I just immediately put all of my strength and tug.
It's like Squid Game again, isn't it? We've got
exactly. And this whole thing is
this
just
whole
Squid
thing
Game.
is just Squid Game. But just know that Ian Livingston got there first. This is the 80s,
He
man.
did.
80s. The original Squid Game right here. You win the first of 4 attack rounds. Page 352. And those of you who are subbed, a couple of subs have happened. Don't be afraid to use the very cool emotes that I've worked so hard on, had commissioned. We also have some BTTV emotes as well, and you have some extra things like you can do a exclamation mark clap in chat if you want to clap for either myself or Mellie. So yeah, don't be afraid to use those emotes. We also have follower emotes, so we have plenty. Your strength is greater than that of the caveman. And with a mighty heave, you pull him forward and watch him fall headlong down the pit. Unconcerned by the loss of his servant, the Trimaster speaks again. I will now ask you a question. Think carefully before answering. He points at the wooden chest in the middle of the room and says, inside this chest, there are 6 more chests, and each of those contains 3 smaller chests. How many chests are there altogether? Windy Song says, why do I get the feeling he didn't actually lose his servant? Oh, I think he did. He can get another one anytime he wants.
Okay, so he said inside of this chest there are 6 more chests, and inside of those
it's 3 smaller ones.
3 smaller chests.
Yeah. Each of those contains 3 smaller chests. How many chests are there altogether? Think very carefully before you answer. This has tripped up quite a few people. Even Colleen says, oh, this one. Yep.
25.
Very confident there. 25. The trial master remains silent for a moment and then says, you have passed the second test. Now comes the final part. Combat with me. We will fight with bamboo poles. Not to the death, but as a simulation of a sword fight. Any strike to the head or chest is considered a death blow. And for your information, my blindness is no handicap, as my ears will tell me where you are. It's the other way around.
That's good, because
yeah, you're the other way around.
I can't hear very well, and so my eyes will do the thing that your ears are doing.
Opposites, great. Now fetch your pole from the cupboard, for I am ready. You take the pole, and the trial master stands up and the wooden blocks fall to the ground. Treading silently on bare feet, he moves towards you, his head turned to one side to aid his hearing. Do you wish to lunge at him with your pole and try to catch him off balance with a quick strike? Or ready yourself for a counter blow?
I feel like he'll hear me if I go for a strike, so I'm better to stay still and not make a noise and let him come to me. So I'm going to wait for him to come to me.
Nice. Malakisa says, I used paper for that one and still forgot to add the 6. Oh dear. And Corpsey, welcome in.
I almost didn't do the 3 in each of the 6. I was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be 6 plus 3 plus 1. And then I was like, wait a second, 3 in each of them. That's the trick.
We've had a lot of people who do 6 times 3. Okay. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus the big one, 19. They forget about the 6 that the 3s came in. But anyway, you are going to ready yourself for a counter blow, page 204. Yeah. Oh, you're doing so well. This is crazy. The agile man steps nimbly towards you with the bamboo pole held to one side. You cannot tell whether he's going to bring the pole down over his head and strike at your head, or try to sideswipe you in the ribs. Now remember, either one of those things would be a death blow and you'd be out. So, do you wish to anticipate that he's going to strike you on the head, or would you like to defend your ribs?
He's blind. The easier shot would be a wider shot to the body than the head, because that'd be easier to duck and get out of the way. So if I ducked, he would go for, he'd get headshot with ribs, he would get ribs with ribs, so I feel like he would go for a body shot. So I'm going to try to defend my body.
Page 32. Very smart.
Using that training that I have from my conclave. Hashtag baby got backstory.
Baby got backstory. We're totally calling it that. You anticipate the trial master's move. He brings the pole around in a sweeping arc towards your side, but you manage to block it with ease. His pole strikes your own with a loud crack. Now, do you wish to take the initiative and strike back quickly, or defend again? Strike. 239.
Because now there's lots of noise happening, so I can cover my movement with the noise that's happening.
You thrust your right arm forward in an attempt to strike the trial master's neck. He tries to counter your blow by bringing his pole up quickly across his body. His skill score is 8. Roll 2 dice.
Floor dice! Oh, floor die is a 6. Gosh darn it. Hate when the floor die is really high. Oh, it's a 6 on the table too. So I rolled 10 on 2 dice. Do I add my skill or just?
Nope, that's greater than his skill score. Page 298. This could be good or bad, I don't know. Ooh. Your quick thrusting counter catches the trial master unawares. Your bamboo pole thrusts against his neck, and you let out a victory cry. You have defeated the trial master against the odds with your skill. Turn to page 362. The trial master stands back, panting heavily. Once he's caught his breath, he says, "You have passed the 3rd test. You may now continue your walk through the dungeon. Leave this room through the door behind me." He offers you no words of advice or encouragement. So, You leave his room. You open the door and you pass through the squalid sleeping area of the caveman and into another long, gloomy tunnel. You soon come to a stone fountain in the shape of a leaping fish, but we're going to save it there before we do anything. Colleen says, I'm hungry. I'm going to go make food. Please kill her. Okay, I will try my very best. We are on page 362 currently. You've made it to 1 hour 36 and 19 minutes. You have a skill of 11, a luck of 7, and 0 rings. So, you have you've triumphed against the Trial Master. You have come to a stone fountain in the shape of a leaping fish. Would you like to drink at the fountain or continue walking?
I'll drink at the fountain.
Drink at the fountain, page 95. Excellent.
Oh no!
The cool water of the fountain is refreshing, but has a terrible side effect. You may add 1 stamina point, but deduct 2 skill points. As the water rapidly accelerates your aging process. You've aged 30 years in less than a minute, but you do not realise what's happened, so you continue walking resolutely along the tunnel, feeling a little bit stiffer, of course. To page 329.
This is so perfect because this character ended up dying in the game, but got brought back with this aging effect and did come back aged like 20 to 30 years. Like, this is very accurate to my character. Can I put that breastplate on and have my +1 so only have -1 skill?
Sure. I mean, I did say that
I'm
could
at
happen.
10 instead of 11.
Yes. Okay,
Cool.
we did
so
agree.
I'm +1. Cool. So +1 stamina, and I'm -1 skill, so I'm at 10 skill, 15 stamina, 7 luck.
Nice. Soon you hear the sound of hooves clattering along the stone floor. The sound echoes down the tunnel, and then you see the shape emerging from the gloom. Seated astride a white skeletal horse is an armoured skeleton with a crown on its skull. Seeing you, the Skeleton King kicks its undead horse into a gallop and holds its sword aloft. You must fight the mounted undead. God, Skeleton King. He's pretty cool. Edged weapons like swords and daggers do little to harm the skeletons unless you have a hammer with which to fight the Skeleton King. You'll only cause it to lose 1 stamina during a successful attack round. It has a skill of 9.
Marbles.
Skill of 9. Ooh.
Marbles under the horse's feet.
Oh, I mean, I want to give you some kind of bonus just for creative thinking, but
you did give me marbles, and I don't know what else they're for, but you gave me marbles, and I wrote them down.
What?
I feel like I should be able to trip up this darn horse and create a pile of bones.
If I was kind, then I might consider it.
Like, that feels like it should just put me back up to, like, the 2 damage area, like, if I use my marbles instead of using a sword, you know?
Too much talking, not enough battle. Let's do this. No marbles.
No marbles. Fine, alright. I will just use sword and do damage, a single damage.
I got an 18.
I got a 19.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it loses 1 stamina. Unidentified Squidder says, "Are we playing marbles on stream now?" No, we're not. But I love Marbies.
It's Squid Games. I was trying to get marbles in and make it more Squid Games. Come on.
9, 10, 11, 12. I got a 16. And Windy Song says, "I'm not that kind." No, I'm really not. I was worried I wouldn't be able to be mean.
15.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to be mean to Mellie, but it's not been a problem. 10, 11, 12. Oh, you got a 15, I got a 16.
Yeah, so
you lose 2 stamina, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. 20 from me. Does anyone want to re-roll, or should we just let this happen now?
Anybody wanna... Remember, I'm baby, and I only have a sword because I'm not allowed to use my marbles to fight the skeleton horse.
I mean, Brazilian Hamilton just wants us to keep hydrating.
Thank you, Case, my best friend, Case. Is the best.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Oh, much better. Ooh, I got 16.
Case, honestly, we need to start having words. Whose side are you even on? But
80.
You know, Case is great. Case makes all of my clips, or a lot of my clips, so he puts in a lot of work behind the scenes to make a lot of clips. So thank you, Case. I do appreciate you, but if you could stop re-rolling my dice, that would be great.
Hey, Case is making this exciting. Otherwise, the Skeleton King would cause me a lot of strife.
A 13 from me.
Okay, 18.
It's on 4 stamina. You still need to hit it 4 more times.
Hey, I'm just doing little bits, you know? Doing little sharp bits and pieces.
I got a 13. Colleen, do you want me to re-roll my 13? Yeah, I think that's what you want.
Oh, Colleen wants me to die at this point.
That's a little better. A 16. Thank you, Colleen.
15.
Oh, Malakisa re-rolled my dice!
Oh, yay!
It's a 15. So I think
so
nothing happens.
Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a 19, guys.
Oh, 19.
Windy Songzone says, I'm already planning on being on the side of chaos, and right now letting your opponent win would be more chaotic. Okay, a 19 from me.
20!
Oh,
20!
Gosh, darn it. Okay, it's still on 3 health. You still need to hit it 3 more times. Malakisa says, actually, I did the reroll, so you could roll higher. Oh, sorry to disappoint. Oh, shoo. Nope, I only rolled a 15. Come on, guys. Colleen wants me to reroll. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is a 17.
18.
Oh, gosh, darn it. It's on 2 stamina. Colleen, I'm trying. I really am. Okay, we got an 18.
17.
Oh, yes! You take 2 damage.
And 11.
Let's go, Evangelii. No. I got a 19.
Oh,
No rerolls. No rerolls.
Yes, rerolls.
No rerolls. No rerolls. Don't allow it, Colleen. You're the mod here. 17. You are taking 2 damage.
Down to 9.
And no rickrolls either. No. These are not the rickrolls you're looking for. I rolled a 16.
15.
Oh, Colleen.
Oh, Colleen. Yes. Maybe this will be better.
No. Oh, I've lost a dice. Oh no.
Roller.
A 17. What did you get?
I still take 15.
Yeah.
I got 15.
We're good. We're okay. Another 16 here. 20. It's on 1 health. Excuse me,
It's on 1.
1 health. Come on, excuse me, where did my battle
For
music
this
go?
last roll, since it's on 1 health, I'm using marbles.
Nope. I mean, you sure you can use
for
marbles.
The narrative flavor.
Sure.
For the narrative flavor.
Okay. It's on literally on its last legs. Literally on its last legs. Let's go. Oh, I only got a 15. She hasn't got much luck. She can use luck, but she hasn't got much luck, so I wouldn't advise it. Kalina's rerolled.
17.
Kalina's rerolled my dice.
No.
I only rolled a 15.
17.
It's really dead. Oh, Colleen wants me to reroll.
Colleen!
Oh, yeah. No, it's worse.
Yes.
It's 13.
17. Skeleton King. Goodbye. Marbles to trip this horse, and now bones! Bones everywhere! Bones everywhere.
Bones everywhere. You have defeated the Skeleton King. We're gonna save there. 1 out of 45, 51. You've got a skill of 10. As a luck of 8 and still 0 rings. That should be worrying to you.
I have a luck of 7, actually.
Yep. Skill of 10, luck of 7, 0 rings. I can't say that enough. 0 rings.
I'm trying to find more. Is there one on the Skeleton King?
We'll find out. 209. That's a good point. On Dune, one must preserve the body's moisture. Yes, indeed. We're not on Dune, though. I am 1/4 of the way to being able to trigger a reroll. Okay, cool. Nice. And Colleen says, rerolls times 10. I have enough points to do it. Don't tempt me. 209. Let's go. What do we think, guys? Do we think she can win? Do we think? You open the horse's saddlebag and you find a mirror and a wooden whistle. You can take them.
Yeah.
And then you continue along the tunnel. Windy Song says, I hope she can. Okay. You continue along the tunnel, which ends at a T-junction. Do you wish to go left or right? I think I already know the answer.
Left.
Left. Oh, Colleen says, I don't actually think she can technically win. But we'll see. I think she fucked up earlier.
Apparently I really needed that ring, but let's find out.
You're going left, page 129. 129. There could be more rings than we know about. The tunnel extends only 20
we don't know.
meters.
I can still find another ring. Maybe I just gotta go back to those orcs. Maybe they were wives and I just need to get one of the rings off their bodies.
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't help that you've been teleported. Maybe you can find your way back at some point.
Yeah.
The tunnel extends only 20 meters before it ends at the edge of a dark pit. You drop a stone down the pit and you can hear it hit the bottom a few seconds later. The sides of the pit are too smooth to climb down, and it'd be foolish to try and jump over. Are you carrying a climbing rope and wish to climb down? If you don't have a climbing rope, you have no choice but to walk back along the tunnel and past the last T-junction. I don't believe you have a rope, so...
I do not. Let's turn back.
Turning back to page 351. After 20 meters or so, you come to an iron grate in the floor. Do you wish to lift it up or keep on walking?
Sorry, repeat that one time.
After 20 meters or so, you come to an iron grate in the floor. Do you wish to lift it up or keep on walking?
Ooh, iron grate in the floor.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's lift it up.
Lift it up, page 74. Oh, aren't you lucky? You meet
a ring? Oh, no! I don't like it. I would say no, and I put the grate back on, and I continue walking.
As you begin to lift it, it suddenly flies up in the air, pushed from below by a powerful and hideous creature. A grotesque head appears on a long segmented body, has no eyes, but a large suckered mouth surrounded by sharp hooks. And it strongly resembles a giant tapeworm. Attracted by the heat of your body, the bloodworm extends its body forward in an attempt to hook into your flesh. Roll 1 die.
I don't want to. 6.
Page 234.
I don't like it. 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 I'm a baby. I don't like it. I'm a baby.
Oh, babies are its favourite though. And it darts forward, tries to sink its mouth hooks into your flesh so that it can suck your blood and feast on you, baby. But you step deftly to one side, at the same time bringing your sword down on the extended body. The stricken bloodworm rears up and tries to hook you again. It has a skill of 4 and a stamina of 4. It's rubbish, basically. But if you lose...
It feels a lot better now, okay.
If you lose any attack round, you must immediately lose 2 stamina, and for every attack round thereafter, due to blood loss. But I think you'll be fine. We're in battle with a bloodworm. 12?
15.
Okay. You only need to hit it one more time and it's dead. Easy peasy.
Dead.
11.
No problem. 16.
Okay.
Slicey. Bloodworm go dicey. Bye-bye.
Slicey. Bloodworm go dicey. I mean, that is up there with a contender for the title. Omia says, oh, Vicky's out for blood again. Yes. I was going to be nice to Mellie, but she specifically asked for torture and meanness, so I'm being extra mean.
Now, does this bloodworm? Because I mean, I assume it's eaten people before.
Yeah,
does
probably.
It have any rings in it?
It ate someone last week.
I gotta know.
You look into the bloodworm's foul lair beneath the grate, but you see nothing. The floor is covered with fetid sludge, and the smell makes you feel nauseous. Do you wish to climb down into its stinking lair, or rather walk on up the tunnel?
I don't want to go into the fetid lair, but at the same time, that's me talking, Mellie. Evangelii is from the swamps, and she's used to kind of taking a more kind of yucky path in order to... find the best route. And so if she's gonna go the gross way, she's gonna go the gross way. She will go down that way, bravely and without consideration for her hygiene.
Okay. 2, 4, 3. Omi says, Vicky is mistress today. I could get paid a lot more for that, I think. Hello. You drop knee-deep into the thick brown sludge. The dark brown body of the bloodworm is about 8 meters long and is coiled around inside its stinking lair. You poke around in the sludge with your sword and you come into contact with something solid. You reach down and you pick up a corked bottle. You wipe off the sludge and you see that it's made of dark green glass. There's a piece of paper inside the bottle which reads, "There is a door behind a pile of stones." It doesn't make any sense to you, but you make a mental note of it. You find nothing else of use and you climb back out of the lair and you carry on walking along the tunnel to page 174.
There is a door behind a pile of stones.
The tunnel turns sharply to the left and then it doubles back on itself. You walk along it for 50 meters before coming to a wooden door. The lower jawbone of a dog is mounted crudely above the door. Would you like to go in or walk on? It's another potential...
This is another hellhound.
Another potential
I
pet.
prepare myself to fight a hellhound and I kick the door open.
Page 26.
With my fetid muddy boots. Ugh.
As soon as you touch the door handle, you hear loud barking and growling. You push the door open, rather boot it open, and you see a vicious-looking two-headed black dog straining at a leash, fastened to a hook in the far wall of a small room. Its eyes are red and saliva drips continuously from its fanged mouths. The room is in a terrible mess. Everything is broken or chewed by the dog. However, on a shelf, mounted on the wall, behind the dog, there's a metal box. Metal box.
Metal box that maybe needs a key.
Would you like to attack the dog, blow your wooden whistle if you have one, or close the door? Wooden whistle, baby!
Blow the wooden whistle!
67. Such a cute looking doggo, I know. The high-pitched effect The high-pitched note emitted by the whistle has a tranquilizing effect on the dog. It stops growling and slowly its eyes start to close. It flops down to the floor and is soon fast asleep. Turn to page 217, but don't wake the doggo. You step over the dog, you reach up to the shelf and you take the box. You prise it open with your sword and you find a copper bracelet inside. Do you wish to place it on your wrist or leave the tunnel without it?
Again, with the things that are like, put it on, when it's like, I just put this in my pocket. But this is not on somebody that looks like they are cursed. So yeah, I'll put it on. I'll just be like, okay, cool. Like, just
317.
grab this and go.
Yep, 317. Let's see what happens. Oh, Lone Wolf, that sounds amazing. He says I have lemon and sultana pancakes with maple syrup and whipped cream. I think I'm
Sounds really good.
I think I'm having pancakes later, but there won't be anything fancy like that. Oh, enjoy those. Enjoy those. Sounds good. Right.
Yeah.
As soon as you place the bracelet on your wrist, your arm feels weak and it starts to shake. The bracelet is cursed and you're unable to remove it. You must lose 2 skill points and a luck point. So you're now down to 8 skill, 6 luck. There's nothing you can do except leave the room and carry on.
Except put my arm into a hole in the wall and let my arm be cut off.
Now you want to put your arm in the wall.
Now I want to put my arm in the hole in the wall.
Let's save it there, shall we? We haven't saved for about 10 minutes, so we're going to head to page 379. You've made it to 1 hour, 56 and 22. You have a skill of 8 now, a luck of 6 now, and still 0 rings. Oh, gosh. Let's head to page 379. Things are just getting worse and worse for you. Yeah. Joe says that smile on your face as you say there's nothing you can do.
She's so happy. You know, and I did ask for this, so she's allowed to be happy.
Yeah, she did. She did ask for this. 379. The tunnel continues straight ahead until it ends at a T-junction. I'm guessing that you're going to go left?
Yes, I am.
Uh, 162. It just makes me so happy to see you suffer.
Oh no.
You come to the edge of a pit which looks too wide for you to jump across. You can still take a running jump and give it a go if you want to, or you can walk back up the tunnel and past the T-junction.
If I was feeling my full self, if I hadn't just gotten this bracelet.
And aged 30 years.
Jumps. Evangelii, again, went to the Orc Olympics. Is an
now she's
Orc Olympic jumper.
Now she's 30 years older though, right? So
she's 30 years older. Her arm isn't what it used to be. And yeah, I'm not feeling the jump right this moment. Maybe if the other side looks bad, she'll come back and she'll do a running jump. But let's go see what the other side has to offer.
Okay, 251. That's very sensible. 251. Let's go and check out this other direction. There is an archway in the left-hand wall through which you see a brass bell mounted on the wall at the end of a narrow corridor. Do you wish to ring the bell or continue straight on?
Is this how you win? I feel like I don't know how you win. I ring the bell.
Okay. Page 90. I don't know how
I'm like,
to
when
win.
you get a rock climbing place and you climb to the top and you ring the thing, and that's how you know that you won. You know, maybe that's how you win, is you ring the bell. It's like, oh yeah, somebody got to the end of the thing.
Okay, a delicate sound rings out from the small bell as you tap it with the hilt of your sword. You hear a fluttering of wings overhead. And you get ready to defend yourself. But it's just a white dove, which flutters down and settles on top of the bell. Much to your amazement, it's holding a gold ring in its beak, which it drops into the palm of your hand.
Yes! I got a ring!
The ring is safely stored in your pouch, and you walk back down the corridor and you turn left into the tunnel to page 333. This is a good day. You've got a ring, you're turning left. It's all good.
Colleen, I have one ring.
Just one?
One ring. I had a ring. I gave a ring away to cross a bridge that I did not end up wanting to cross. And now I have gone from 0 rings to 1 ring. I'm so excited. All right, I've turned left. I have a ring.
Colleen says
I'm
one.
so excited. Thank you, Dove.
Only one.
Unidentified squid. I like this. Soon you'll be running rings around this dungeon. Thank you.
Well, okay. Colleen.
All right.
Yes.
I have a ring.
Yes, and you've turned left into a tunnel which ends at a T-junction. Looking left, you see that your way is blocked by a pile of rocks. To your right, you see a wooden door some 20 meters down the tunnel. Do you wish to investigate the rock pile or walk towards the door?
Rock pile, rock pile, rock pile. Door behind rock pile.
Colleen says that by this point I was drowning in rings.
Yeah, well, Colleen, I've been prioritizing solving math problems and riddles.
Colleen, I think your title is safe for now. You pull a few rocks away from the pile and you see that there's a doorway behind there. If you wish to spend time clearing the rocks away, you can. Or you can just leave it and, yeah.
I'm clearing them.
Clearing the rocks. 215. Once you've done this, I may need to take another break. Apologies, but my bladder is tiny.
No worries.
It takes about 20 minutes to clear the rocks away. Eventually, you turn the handle of the door and shoving it with your shoulder, the rusty old door creaks open and you'll find yourself standing in a disused tunnel. The air is dank and musty and you can't see far into the gloom. But as your eyes become accustomed to the dark, you see that there's no way forward. The roof of the tunnel is caved in, but on the back of the door there are words and numbers written in chalk, but it's too dark to see them. Do you wish to go out into the main tunnel to fetch a torch so that you can read the words and numbers? Or forget about this derelict tunnel and walk towards the door on the other side of the T-junction?
Oh, yeah, get a torch. I want to read this stuff.
394. Kay says, I thought you were going to say it takes 20 minutes to clear your bladder. Ooh, no. that would...
You might have to get that checked out. If you are taking 20 minutes to clear your bladder, please go to a doctor.
Sage advice there. 394. The torchlight casts eerie shadows inside the derelict tunnel, but you're concerned only with the words and numbers on the back of the door. In barely legible writing, you read Set 1, 249. You make a note of what you've read, and then you walk on through the door towards the door on the other side of the T-junction. Madonna's new song, 4 minutes to clear your bladder. Joe. We are going to head to 375 next, but not before I have gone to clear my bladder. But you have made it to 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 2 hours. Sorry, 2 hours, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. You have a skill.
Imagine if I had done all of that in 2 minutes. Colleen would be shaking.
You are 2 minutes in, and you have 1 ring, finally. So you have a skill of 8, a luck of 6, and 1 ring. Bladder don't preach, do Oh gosh, it was ABBA puns the other week, wasn't it? Now you're doing bladder puns and Madonna puns.
Express yourself just
Express
does
yourself.
its own thing.
That writes itself, literally. Okay, Colleen says she wouldn't be worried because you only have one ring. Gosh, Colleen. Right,
Ela, go pee now, and
yes.
let's
Mellie, do you also need a break?
Yeah, let's take a quick bio
Yeah.
and be back real quick for
Cool.
more excitement. Oh
More
my goodness.
excitement. I'm not going to give you the full clips reel, but we'll be back when we're back. See you soon. If you decide to stay, you may have to face your fears.
Wait a minute, let me get my tea. Ready.
What's the worst that could happen?
This whole campaign is trouble.
I want to hear your Scottish accent.
It's not Scottish! No, it's not! Let me see if I can get some lovely sound effects for your torture.
4.
Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once.
Eye of the Dragon, more like Kanye, Kanye Eye of the Dragon.
Pitiful. A pitiful.
Play ya ding dong! It makes me ever so thirsty. Play it! Need to drink, god damn it! Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. You'll have some leaf paste, won't you, fathers? Go on, go on, go on, go on. I don't want to do this anymore. It made me feel like a little baby now. Right, anyway, that's a weird thing to say. No. It made me feel like a little baby. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. I should have had second breakfast. I was going to have second breakfast, but I didn't.
You didn't have second breakfast?
I didn't have second breakfast. No! I had a very small first breakfast and now I'm starving, hungry. So please die soon.
It's gonna be the shortest stream ever.
Would you like my head? Wear this helmet, see if it's cursed.
My curiosity got me killed twice. Let's get killed again.
Okay, please die. Are you dead? Your adventure.
No!
ends
You're joking.
Death, 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 death. I love death.
How is anyone meant to beat her?
Oh, death, 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 death. So much death, so much death. Woo-hoo-hoo! Professional killer at this point. Is that enough for you?
The next creature I see, I'm just gonna lay there and take it.
I thought they were family friendly. I guess not.
Quick, pull out your duck. He's just gonna watch his mate Morningstar you to death.
I'm just gonna let them kill me.
We might eat you afterwards.
How barbaric an option.
Bloody hell. This got dark.
Oh, that was ruthless.
I feel like I've actually been squished. Yeah, no, my dick's got squished. My beautiful dick collection.
It's still phallic. That still makes me happy. Starting to feel a little bit deja vu-ish.
That's my impression of a chair absorbing someone's skull.
Second death! Second death! Second death! Second death!
Oh, that was horrible. That was horrifying.
Who else thought that was going to be insta-death? I definitely did. I think things get a lot more tense after this point, so I'm very excited for that.
There we go.
I don't think I can roll that high.
I don't think you can.
Smell like carved wooden duck will come in handy, I know it.
You take a step back to defend. And we're back! We're back! Thank you for doing this shout out for Mellie, that's really nice. We were just saying this is really good fun. I think this is the first one that you've played, so I'm really glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's super duper fun. This is a great game.
Yay! I love doing it. So this is like the 4th season. We've done different books in previous seasons. So we've done Death Trap Dungeon. This is actually the sequel to Death Trap Dungeon. So we did Death Trap Dungeon, we did Forest of Doom, we did Eye of the Dragon, and now the Trial of Champions. And I have more planned, but working full-time and then doing this on a Saturday is hard work, so I think I'm possibly going to plan some specials, or we're going to try and do some all-stars kind of thing, where I get like multiple guests on at the same time to go through the same adventure, which I've done before, which kind of, it kind of replaces D&D for my friends that can't commit to like a campaign or a one-shot or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's really simple rules, so it's great. Joe says, I always hear Forest of Doom as Forest of Dean. It's the Forest of Dean. Right, which is an actual real place and not Doom.
Replace all of the trees with a guy named Dean.
The Forest of Dean. This is Dean. This is Dean. All of the trees are called Dean. Yeah. That could be fun.
This guy isn't Dean, but he is a Dean.
He is a Dean.
Yeah, he's the Dean.
Right. Shall we continue?
Let's do it.
That donation link has popped up, but I honestly don't think she's going to need it because she already still has 2 lives. But how do you know which is your Dean? I don't know. I think you just eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick one.
Yeah. Deeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Deeny, meeny, miny, mo. Gosh, you're on it. You're on it. Right, let us continue to page 375. What did we do? We just got a code from the back of a door, which is kind of cool. And Joe says, also in my head, the All-Stars edition of Fighting Fantasy should be matched with RuPaul hosting a Fighting Fantasy season. Oh my god. Do we think could we get RuPaul, do you think? Do you think he'd do it? I don't think so. I don't think we could get Ru.
Oh my goodness.
Right, 3-7. What are the right pronouns for RuPaul? He, she, they, them? I don't know what the correct pronouns.
I'd have to Google.
Correct pronouns for RuPaul. I guess it depends. Depends how he's presenting himself.
Both he and she have been deemed acceptable.
There you go then. There you go. A drag edition of it would be incredible. They might, if you ask nicely. Oh, no. Yes, he out of drag, she in drag. That makes perfect sense. Thank you, Joe. That's perfect. Right, 375. Let's crack on with this adventure. 375. Okay. From the other side of the door, you hear the agonizing cry of a man in pain. If you wish to open the door, you can, or you can keep on walking. There is actually, I'm pretty sure there is a thing called Dungeons and Drag Queens, so people can go and watch that, but not right now. You stay tuned in. But I think Dungeons and Drag Queens is a real thing. Okay. From the other side of the door, you hear
I would like
cry.
to check this out, mostly because if this is one of the other competitors and they're dying, I want their rings.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Let's hope they've got some rings on them. So you're going to open the door, page 168.
Yeah, I don't really want to help them because they're all like nobles and princes and stuff. I've been like enslaved and forced to do this, so I don't have any interest in helping them.
The door opens into a large room with a massive stone face carved into the back wall. Stone steps rise up to its huge open mouth. And at the top of these steps, you see that one of the other contestants is writhing in agony. A large purple tongue like a giant snake is wrapped around the elven prince, who is desperately stabbing at it with a dagger. Do you wish to help the elven prince or leave him and continue your walk along the tunnel? So the elven prince is furiously stabbing at this tongue. Do you want to help or do you want to leave?
I just sit here and wait.
No.
I mean, if my choices are to help and potentially, turn this into an opportunity or to just walk away, I will help and turn this into an opportunity for myself. So I will try to help this elven prince.
I will help them.
Yeah.
77.
In the hopes that they will be a boon to my success here in getting out alive.
You run up the stone steps and you start to hack at the huge tongue with your sword. helping. A large gash opens
Yeah,
up.
if I accidentally. Oh, sorry. Oh, was that your leg? Oh, my bad. No, sorry.
What's leg and what's tongue? I just, Anyway, a large gash opens up and purple blood pumps from it, soaking you and making the steps treacherously slippery. As the tongue thrashes about, the elf screams louder in agony. Roll 2 dice.
11.
That is more than your skill score, page 132.
Oh, right. Forgot that I wanted low numbers.
Trying to avoid the thrashing tongue, you slip on the wet steps and fall over. Test your luck. You only have a luck of 6, so you need to roll a 6 or below.
5!
Okay, but now your luck goes down to 5. You are just about lucky. Page 271. Let's see if you can regain your balance. You land on the steps without injuring yourself and you jump up to rejoin the fight against this hideous tongue. Turn to page 8. As you lunge again, the elf falls silent. The life has been squeezed out of his body. How sad.
Oh, so that's so sad. Oh no.
The tongue releases him and retracts down the cavernous throat. You drag the elf out of the mouth. And although there's nothing you can do for him
There's
now...
nothing I could have done. And now I just have his body and all of his possessions. What an unfortunate circumstance.
You're beginning to wonder what you can do next when the elf's eyes open.
Damn it.
And with his dying...
Oh, I wasn't in your pockets. I was doing CPR. It's the way we do CPR in the conclave.
With his very long, last dying breath, he whispers, "Thank you for trying to save me. You didn't have to, because we both know only one person can walk out of here alive, and it won't be me now, but take what I have and walk through the mouth. I think if you can overcome that dreadful thing that surprised me, I think that's the right way to go." And then he closes his eyes and exhales for the last time. In a bag tied to his waist, you find a small jar of grey paste, which has a very sharp aroma. But knowing the ways of the elves, you're certain that the paste will have healing properties. So you decide to dab the contents of the jar onto your wounds. You can add 6 stamina, or just whatever would take you up that much.
That's good. I was pretty low.
Okay, so you can add 6 stamina points. You also find in a bag a small bottle of blue dye. You don't know what it does, but you put it inside your pouch. You think about what the elf said. Do you want to walk inside the mouth or leave the room? Joe says, grey, my favourite kind of paste.
Do I believe that this elf is smart enough to know? Or maybe do I want to see... Well, let's at least see what goes past this room and just see if there's, anything else in it. Because I can double back and come back to the mouth room.
So you're going to leave the room and continue?
Yeah. Okay. I'll be like, sleep with elf angels. Bye.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's dead. Cool.
He's gone.
I'm gonna come back to mouth room.
Okay.
Put a star on my map for that.
I don't think anyone has gone past the mouth room. So this
I'm gonna come back. I want to know what's
this is new. Up ahead, you see a ladder which leads through a hole in the ceiling. Do you wish to climb up or keep on walking?
Ooh, let's see what goes up the ladder.
Page 46. I'm also intrigued because no one's done this, not even me.
Oh, you're welcome. Maybe I'll find another ring.
This is exciting. Ooh, you climb the ladder as quietly as possible and peep through the hole in the ceiling. You see a goblin lying dead on the floor, his hand still gripping an open silver box. Strange. A stone has been removed from the far wall and you presume that the box was hidden behind it. Do you wish to pick up the silver box or climb down the ladder and carry on walking up the tunnel?
Well, it seems like probably the elf was here and got whatever was here, which is probably either the paste or the dye. So I will just, I mean, the box, what is the box going to do for me? It's a silver box.
There doesn't seem to be anything in
whatever. I mean, it doesn't hurt me to take the silver box. So I guess I'll take the silver box. I can just put it with my equipment. So I will take the silver box just because I can.
224.
The goblin's alive! Jump scare.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Mellie, what were you saying? Like, the box can't harm you in any sort of a way, no? No harm at all? The box is very ornate. The work of a master silversmith. But it has been placed here on purpose. It is a life-draining box, and in less than 2 minutes, your fate is the same as that of the goblin holding it. We finally killed her.
Oh my god, I was like so sure that it was just like, oh no, the elf was here and got the stuff that I just got from the elf. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Finally a death. Finally. Woohoo!
Okay. All right.
Windy Song's okay, not a mimic, but it is a death. Yes. Guys,
wow,
if you have emotes, we do have rip emotes. So use those death emotes, use the skulls, use the tombstones, whatever you have. Use them. Use them wisely. Please.
Okay.
So
let's checkpoint. I come back full stamina at a checkpoint.
Yes,
right?
you do. You are paying attention. Full stamina. You come back with, well, where do you want to go to? So the last save point you had was where you found the code on the door. You can go back to any previous save point. So we have, do you want me to tell you where the save points are?
Can I go back to... I believe I had a save point after I did the Skeleton King.
You did, yes.
What's the save point after that?
Where you defeated the Hellhound, so put the Hellhound to sleep, and took the silver box, which had the
Is there one
bracelet
that's
in it.
between the Skeleton King and the...
No, there's not.
Okay. Then I'll just go back to the code. And I'll redo... No. Yeah, I'll just redo the mouth.
Okay. So we're going
I'll go back. I'm gonna do the mouth. We'll do mouth.
Do mouth. We are going back.
Let's do mouth and see if I can accidentally kill this person again.
Just bear with me while I edit the timer here. I always forget how to do it. I almost always mess it up, but I'm fairly confident we're going back to 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 56 seconds. Yeah, there we go. Pardon me. We have a skill of 8. You have a luck of 6 at that point, and full stamina.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. So I get to the mouth room, I see the elf, and I'm like, all right, fine, I will try to help you, because I feel like that is a reasonable thing to do if I want your stuff.
Hold your horses. Right, we need to go back to page 375. We've got to do this all in order.
Right.
Okay, so this is where we find the man crying in pain. Maliki says, I got eaten by a mimic, and that was cheap. Yeah, the mimic is a rubbish way to go. A really rubbish way to go. Right, from the other side of the door, you hear the agonized cry of a man in pain. Do you wish to still open the door or leave him?
I will open the door.
Open the door, page 168. The door opens into a large room with a massive stone face carved into the back wall. Stone steps rise up to its huge open mouth, and at the top of these steps you see one of the other contestants writhing in agony. A large purple tongue like a giant snake has wrapped around the elven prince, who is desperately stabbing at it with his dagger. Do you wish to help him or leave him?
I wish to reluctantly help him.
Help him. Page 77. You run up the stone steps and start to hack at the huge tongue with your sword. A large gash opens up and purple blood pumps from it, soaking you and making the steps treacherously slippery. As the tongue thrashes about, the elf screams louder in agony. Roll 2 dice. Get to see if you slip
8.
or not.
It's the same as my skill.
Same as your skill score. 2, 4, 5. So that's a different outcome. 2, 4, 5.
Ooh, changing things up.
Let's see what happens. In the confined space of the stone mouth, you just about managed to keep your balance. Page 8. So you're all good. As you lunge again, the elf falls silent, the life squeezed out of his body. The tongue releases him and retracts down the cavernous throat. You drag the elf out of the mouth, although there's nothing you can do for him now. You're beginning to wonder what to do next, when the elf's eyes open, and with his last dying breath, he whispers all the stuff that you imagined he would do about going down into the mouth. He believes that's the way to go. His eyes close and he exhales for the last time. In a bag tied to his waist, you find a small jar of grey paste, which has a sharp aroma. It has healing properties, but you don't need it. But you also do find in the bag, a small bottle of blue dye, which you place inside your pouch. You think about what the elf said. Do you wish to go down into the mouth this time or leave the room?
I'm going to continue on again, but I'm going to skip the ladder this time.
Okay.
Still want to know what's a bit beyond the ladder.
1, 3, 8. I'm also curious what is beyond there. Up ahead, you see a ladder which leads through a hole in the ceiling. Do you wish to climb up the ladder or keep on walking?
Skip it.
Skip it. 361. 361. I have no idea where this goes. The tunnel continues straight on for 30 meters before turning to the left. As you turn the corner, you do not see a fine tripwire that stretches between the walls. Test your luck. You only have a luck of 6. So you need to roll a 6 or below.
Oh no.
This could be another death. This could be another death right away.
5. 5. 5.
You are just about lucky. 164. You step over the tripwire and you manage to continue walking, unaware of your very narrow escape. Turn to 398. That could have been a death. That could have been a death.
Oh my god, I've made a big mistake not going for the mouth. I have regrets. I have big regrets.
In an arched recess in the left-hand wall, you see a large bronze idol of a dog-headed human deity. Its hands are held out, palms upwards, and there's an inscription below the idol which reads, "A gift of gold will let you pass, unless you want death by gas." You notice that the nostrils of the dog head are open. If you can, and you wish to place a gold item on the palm of the idol's hand, you can. Or you can risk walking past it. A gift of gold will let you pass unless you want death by gas.
Yeah, this is I only have the one ring. I want to go back to the mouth. Is that an option? Can I go back to the mouth?
Nope.
Then I'm not giving up my only ring. I don't have anything else that is gold, so I am going to risk it. I'm going to take a deep breath and hope my familiarity with swamp gas will do me fine and continue through here.
You hold your breath, you cover your nose and mouth, and you run off down the tunnel as fast as you can, expecting to hear the hissing sound of escaping gas. But you don't hear anything, and you're able to continue unharmed.
These fuckers. I want my ring back. God damn it.
Page 23. The tunnel leads straight on for about an hour. No, not an hour. No, about 100 meters before you encounter anything unusual. Sorry, did you give up your ring or did you keep it and just risk it?
I kept my ring.
Fantastic. The tunnel leads straight on for about 100 meters before you encounter anything unusual. In the left-hand wall, there is a stone archway inset with dragon heads made of iron. Have I got a thingy for this? Yes, I believe I have. Flames shoot out of their mouths, making a curtain of fire across the archway. Further on up the tunnel, you see something hanging down from the ceiling. Do you wish to try and run through the flaming archway, or investigate what is hanging down from the ceiling?
I want to investigate.
Unidentified squid, it was a bluff. Yeah, I think they just want to trick you into giving up your rings.
They want to make you give up your ring.
Yeah, because they're super important. If you would rather investigate what's hanging down, page 88. As you get closer, you see that a rope loops through a hook in the ceiling and that a wooden box is suspended by it, well out of reach. The other end of the rope loops through a hook in the floor and back up to a wooden box where it's fastened by iron bands. It looks like this. It's like a pulley system. An axe is sticking out of the block and an inscription on the blade reads rope cutter. Would you like to cut the rope with the axe, cut the rope with your sword, or ignore the rope completely and walk on?
Oh, I only have one life. I feel like it's so much more dire now.
Yeah.
I want to cut the rope with my sword.
149. One blow from your sword cuts the rope in two. The wooden box crashes to the floor and breaks apart. Lying inside the broken box, you find two brass hands from a clock. You hope that they might be of use to you, so you place them inside your leather pouch. And you walk on to page 388. Walking along, you're surprised to hear a squeaky voice from above you that shouts, "Hello!" You look up and you see a small face staring down at you from a grill in the ceiling. "I'm hungry," says the little man. "Give me some food and I'll tell you a thing or two about someone you're about to meet." He drops a cotton bag down on a piece of string in hopeful anticipation. Do you wish to give him some nuts and berries? Or walk on without giving away any food? I don't think you have any food.
I only have rat tails.
You can't.
And so I walk on.
Sorry, mate. Page 58. Walking along, you step on a stone which triggers an unseen trap. Iron bars drop down from holes in the ceiling in front of you and behind you. You strain them. You strain to lift them, but you're unable to move them, and they are too thick to bend. Are you carrying a file?
No.
You do not possess a file. Turn to page 396. Like a caged lion, you pace between the bars, getting angrier and angrier, but you are trapped and there's no escape. Minutes later, you hear a hissing sound overhead as poisonous gas is released into the air, and it ends your challenge.
No! I should have done a mouth. I was too curious. I wanted to go the road not traveled. I was all Robert Frost, but alas.
You've been gassed
Well,
to death.
that was
And
gassed
Anxious
to
Aaron
death.
is here, and he says now only one remains. Yes, Anxious Aaron is my final guest next week. Yeah, and Colleen thinks her spot is safe. For
My
now.
pro tip, Aaron, take the mouth.
Take the mouth. Take the mouth. So,
oh, that was
that's it.
delightful.
And
that
we
was so delightful.
We didn't get a bonus life. Colleen says, I can't wait to win this season. It's been easy for you, hasn't it? it's been easy for you because everyone has been eliminated. You'll bear that in mind. You've been gassed. The dystopian version of you've been framed. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's been an easy win for you, Colleen. An easy win. You made it look so easy. So, Mellie, I'm afraid that ends your time with us in the dungeon today. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed your first. I hope you've enjoyed your first experience of fighting fantasy.
It was incredibly fun. It was so fun.
Excellent. I mean, I always think it's a nice, like, introduction for people who don't play D&D or any RPGs. I always think there's this nice little rules-light way of getting them rolling dice and doing the maths, making maps and getting into character. So I like to introduce people to fighting fantasy who might not necessarily have the time to do D&D or the patience to do D&D.
Yeah, it brings me back to my childhood of playing with those, like, choose your own adventure books, which I loved as a kid. Like, you know, Goosebumps had so many of those, like, choose your own adventures, and I loved them. So this really kind of got that feeling, but also adding in, like, dice rolls and a little bit of, like, character stats and equipment and stuff. So it kind of just added a little bit more to it, to that experience. It was really, really fun. So.
It's a good
Thanks
bridge.
for running this. It was so fun.
A good bridge. I'm really glad that you could come on. I'm so happy. So just before you leave us, I'm going to give you a little shout out there, but please remind everyone who you are, what you do, where they can find you, and all of the things.
Yes, so again, I am Mellie Doucette. I'm the community manager for Fandom Tabletop. So you can find me over on Twitter at MellieDM. Yeah, I am the community manager for Fandom Tabletop. So that is D&D Beyond. So you can see me over in those spaces, but also Cortex. So you can go and see me over in that space. We just released Tales of Xadia, the Dragon Prince role-playing game, this past Tuesday. So you can check that game out. It is a really fun, narrative-based role-playing game based on the Netflix show, The Dragon Prince. If you like that show, if you like fantasy games, if you like narrative-based games, it is a fantastic role-playing game to check out. We would love to see you enjoy that. So go ahead and check that out, talesofxadia.com, and you can check out more of that sort of thing and D&D and Cortex all over on my Twitter at MellieDM.
You are fantastic. I am so happy that you got to come on. So yes, please go and follow Mellie. She is like just an amazing little bean, and we've been chatting for probably a year now. So you properly started at D&D Beyond about the same time that I started with Sirenscape, and I was like, we need to like connect and chat because we kind of do similar things. And yeah, I'm really glad that we actually got to finally play together and actually talk to each other. So thank you so much for your time today. I hope that you go and enjoy the rest of your day. But for now, let's get some claps and chat for Mellie, and let's bid her goodbye. Bye, Mellie.
Bye all. Thanks for having me.
Oh, she did so well. Yay. Oh, I have the best guests. I have the best guests. Oh, there you go. Claps and chat, everybody. Good job, Diane. Colleen. So yes, unfortunately, Mellie will join the list of eliminated players. Gassed to death. I can't believe she got gassed. You were so confident. You were a great sport as well. Long stream, but still death. Yes, it hasn't been that long. It's been just over 3 hours, so it's kind of average for us. We did start at 3 instead of 2. Once you lost that first life, yeah, it was just quick death after that. But that's all good. We had a great time. But saying that, only one person remains. Anxious Aaron will be my final guest this season. So tune in next week for more of the same. And let's see if they can beat Colleen. Or is Colleen going to win the season? Who knows? I feel confident that Colleen's going to win this season. Oh, Anxious Aaron's got the fighting talk. You're going down. I feel like once you lose a life, the next one goes really quickly. Yeah, absolutely. So Thank you to Mellie for being an incredible guest. Thank you to all of you in chat who have been amazing today. Thank you so much. We've had a lot of cool conversations and crazy conversations happening. And yeah, thank you all so much just for being here. Vicky's already planning the death. Death. Be careful, remember Crimea's victory when I was in the lead? Yes, exactly. Fantastic. Thank you all so much for being here. It really means a lot. But I would love you all to come back same time next week to see if Anxious Aaron can knock Colleen off the top. All he needs to do is beat the dungeon and succeed in a quicker time than 3 hours, 19 minutes and 10 seconds. It's crucial that he gets those rings and doesn't give them away. It's crucial that he gets those. So let's see what happens. But for now, go and enjoy the rest of your day. I was hoping to find someone to raid, but again, I'm just not prepared. I haven't got Twitch up at all. And it's really lovely and sunny here. After a couple of days of being very cold, it's actually quite sunny. So as always, I'm going to try and get out for a little walk while it's dry and looking fairly decent. But yes, Colleen, I know you have eyes for me. It's fine. Oh, yes. Well, you see. Fighting talk. I love the fighting talk. Keep it going, guys. Let's see. Can we find anyone to raid today? Let's have a little look. I always like to try and find someone who's doing something a little bit similar. Let's think. No, your girlfriend wouldn't like it. No, your girlfriend wouldn't like it if you had ice for me. No, we're cool, we're cool. But I do think you're going to win the season. I feel confident. I'm Team Colleen. I think Colleen is going to win the season. Let's see. We've got the Games Tavern who are playing D&D. We could go over there. Mellie, if you're still in chat, have you got anyone that you would like to raid? Is there any like D&D streamers or ttrpg streamers that are streaming right now? I have the Games Tavern. Let's see what they're streaming. Oh, there you go. It's Durlag's Legacy and it's episode 1. So it's probably a really good time to go and check them out. It's episode 1, RPG short shots. I don't think I've ever raided the Games Tavern, so let's give the Games Tavern a go. Let me just get them up. Let me mute them so that it doesn't come through to you guys. But I don't think we've ever raided them, and they're starting a new thing, so let's go and give them a little raid. Let's get our raid calls ready. We've got a raid there, which is just a general raid if you're not subbed. We also have sub raid, so if you are subbed, we can go and give them a Swords Up Club raid. It is going to be a raid and run because I'm hungry and I want to go for a walk before I eat. But yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you Mellie for being a fantastic guest. Thank you again to Sirenscape as well for the amazing sounds today. And let's get ready to raid the Games Tavern. Let's get that raid ready. Cool. So go and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. This channel has follower or subscriber only chat. That's absolutely fine, I think. Let's go and see. They look like a nice bunch. They've got some steampunk goggles on. Yeah, they look like a cool bunch. So let's go and give them some love. Show them what the Swords Up Club is all about. Be on your best behaviour, guys. And I will see you same time next week. It's going to be 2 p.m. GMT or BST. We're in BST now. So British summertime. So I'll see you at 2 p.m. BST. Next week, where Anxious Aaron is going to try and knock Colleen off the top spot. I hope to see you there. Oh, and just while we're here, if you want more of these shenanigans, go and check out YouTube because I have 3 more seasons ready to go. Yes, see you then, hopefully. Anxious Aaron is going to try to knock Colleen off the top, but yeah. Bye, guys. Be good, and I'll see you soon. See you soon.